Welcome, ladies and gents, to our special SPR edition E3 preview, E3 2017. I am Steven, alongside Brandon, Justin, and Tony. Say hi one at a time so people can see your beautiful faces.
Hi.
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 You just totally failed that.
Yep. Well, there you go. There you go. Luke Bartos says, are they going to announce Brute Force 2 with an upside-down question mark?
Ooh, we got
That's my cousin. What's up, Luke? I hope so.
Cousin Luke, I also hope so. Appreciate you watching.
We got 6 viewers right now, more than we've ever had. Yeah.
So wait, wouldn't that just be us four, Mike and Luke?
Wait, do we count? Oh wait, I guess do we count?
Is
Seven,
that is that live or on the YouTube?
10 right now. So.
That's live.
Oh,
Yeah, there we
okay.
go.
All right.
Bumped up. So again, welcome everybody. We're going to talk some E3 today. We're going to go over some previews that we have for each of the conferences. Also, what we're kind of dreaming will happen. Maybe some things that would be considered a failure. You know, if they do happen, what we would think of that. So let's just start off, guys. With how excited are you, Justin? You're very excited. You usually like take off for this.
I usually take off the Monday for E3, but because Metroid, that's later. Because Microsoft moved their thing to Sunday, and I just was like, well, I can probably get home from work early and then just watch, Ubisoft and then PlayStation. So I didn't take off this year, but usually I think like the last 3 or 4 years I've taken off just to watch it.
Yeah, man.
So I'm super excited to answer your question. Like this is like gamer Christmas for me.
You're so excited you can't even take off for your kid, but you'll take off for E3.
I did take off for my kid on Monday.
True.
Savage.
True.
Don't you be. Oh boy.
Oh boy. Josh, welcome, Josh. Thanks for joining us on Facebook Live. Appreciate it.
Which Josh? Is this the Destiny? Isn't it Destiny, Josh?
This is Josh McKinney.
Hey!
Hey! Play with your titties. That's the Atlanta dance, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Probably should watch that show. So Tony or Brandon, what are you excited for? Not excited for. Yeah, excited for. What are you excited for? E3.
I thought you asked about excitement. I thought it was like what?
Sure, excitement. That's what I said. Didn't you listen?
You said, what are you excited for? Okay.
Watch the review.
I'm watching this live right now. I'm extra excited this year because this is the first year in a long time where like I really care about all the three main, Microsoft, Nintendo, and Sony. Since this is like the first year.
Where's that Switch at?
It's over there on the dock.
Oh, damn.
I just put it on the dock.
Damn.
Yeah, because this is like the first year in a long time that I've had. That I've had like all of the main consoles right now. So it's pretty cool that I really can like care about them as opposed to just watching Sony's. But I mean, I watch them all every year. But like, I'm excited for all three because I can get something from all three.
Brandon, how about you?
I'm pretty excited. I do have to say though, I'm not expecting much actually. I guess I mean obviously I'm excited for what Microsoft puts out, but I feel like I've already got my fill of my most look forward to game in Destiny 2, and there probably won't be announcing too much, but I'm still pretty excited for what we are rumored to expect from like Microsoft, and maybe I'll even check out the Spider-Man for PS4. I'll just force Tony to buy that and play off his console.
Yeah, we putting a password lock on that.
Wait, but couldn't he just log into his own account?
Yeah, I'm taking the power cord with me every day.
Damn, savage, taking the power cord. Well, I'm pretty excited. I feel like you said, Tony, you're kind of excited for everything. I feel like the older I've gotten, the more excited I'm getting for E3, and I feel like it's kind of reversed. But I feel like now, since I can actually afford to buy my own stuff, I'm more excited now. So it's not like, man, I saw these 7 games, and my mom's only gonna buy one.
Yeah.
But now I can, I'm like, hey, I've already got enough money saved up for Scorpio, so getting that when it comes out, and getting whatever else comes out, Crackdown, whatever else,
Everything.
Get into everything, buying everything. I also have a PlayStation that I've never played a game on. I lied.
And you probably never will.
I lied. I played your game on it, right? Did we play? We played Injustice 2.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. I was like, wait,
yeah.
huh?
So the first game,
Just Drive.
right? Pretty much. The funny thing too is that the controller wasn't charging. I've had it plugged in this whole time, but it wasn't charging. So literally had to sit like 3 feet away from the PlayStation. So, but I wrecked Tony in it, so it's all right.
You beat me once.
I bet you more than once.
I
I bet you like 3 or 4 times.
I wasn't playing with my character. You saw what happened when I used the character I'm actually good with.
Right, but who can? I'd never played the game.
I don't care.
Ask Josh.
I don't care. I don't care. It still counts.
You should care. Josh is watching that. Josh, you should let us know what's up on Facebook when I play you in Marvel vs. Capcom. Let me know what's up.
Slight tangent. I'm totally Rad Geek 88 on PSN. If you want to get that work in Injustice 2, you will get it.
Damn. That's a chat. So you said totally raggy 88?
Rad
God,
Geek.
no.
Rad Geek.
You said totally raggy.
Yeah, that's what I thought you said.
That's racist.
Totally Rad Geek 88.
Why is it racist? Because you think I'm calling him Scooby Doo? What's up?
Raggy. I don't.
That's Shaggy.
That's raggy. Oh.
Oh, I guess okay.
Okay. Yeah, you got it now. You got it now.
I got it. I'm a little slow. I'm so excited for E3.
Yeah, I
My
know.
brain's broke.
You're so excited.
I literally
All right.
went to a customer today, and I was like, I literally like was halfway out of the parking lot. I'm like, oh shit, I forgot to leave something. Like the order was like sit. I'm like, I gotta clear my brain. Too much E3 on my brain.
Jeez, we still got two more sleeps? 3 more sleeps until EA's.
Well, we got.
Oh, I mean, you want nights?
What do I call it? Sleeps. Like, go to sleep, and then you just wake up and you're like, yay, it's the next day, and you go to sleep. Yay, it's the next day.
Go to sleep, ho. Also, Josh, I'm not a button mashing ass. I'm a winner. So,
Josh, you right.
did I button mash?
Didn't you say you were button mashing? Or God damn it, I can't talk. Button mashing while you were playing?
Can you prove that?
Yeah, I did say that. Well, if I
Oh, you're
wasn't-
talking about Steve.
Yeah. Oh no.
No, I did admit when I'm playing Marvel vs. Capcom, I do mash the buttons, but whatever. Mike, Jay, yeah, sleeps. It's a Justin word because he's
Yeah,
not
it's like-
the same person.
Because like I always get confused. Like when you're counting the days or something, do you count the day you're currently in, and do you count the day of the thing, or like? So I just say sleeps. It makes it way easier because you're like, how many times am I going to sleep until this event happens? Well,
So
I'm
wait,
going to bed 3 times till E3. So
Do you count naps?
I was
no,
getting ready to
don't
say.
count.
2 sleeps and a half nap.
I don't know. EA's thing is at like 3:00 on Saturday, so I might actually get a nap in. So maybe like 3.25 sleeps, maybe. Maybe.
This is how
I
we
don't
lose years. Thank gosh Mike and Josh are loyal.
So Luke says no Death Stranding is a huge bummer. What do you guys think about that?
I mean, we probably won't see it until
That's
like,
actually-
another 3 years or so.
Is that part of the previews? Maybe.
That's one of my predictions, sort of.
And not mine. It's nowhere in mine, because
Mike had 3 foods today, by the way.
All right,
I'm
Fuck
on a
it.
5 shit cycle.
I'm out. you got diarrhea.
That's, just so you know, that's only one day.
Yes. One day, that's half a day. That's a work day.
Luke, we will, I think, get to know Death Stranding a little bit. Actually, we can probably move into that, I think, right now. We can move into some of the previews. You guys want to go maybe by the conferences?
Yeah, let's go in order.
Order.
So
Okay.
EA first.
All right, that works. So yeah, so EA. So actually, let me explain what we did. Everybody is that we kind of went for each of the 3 main conferences: Microsoft, Sony, and Nintendo. Each of us came up with 3 predictions that we're going to discuss. They can either be very vanilla, just previews or predictions that are probably going to happen. Some of us, I think, have some bold predictions that are going to happen, and then some in between. So we can definitely get into those, and we're going to go in order of the conferences in the way that they're going to show up. So EA is the first one. Comes up this coming Saturday, I believe 3:00 Eastern time. Does that sound about right to anybody? I have it up, but I just forgot to double check. Cool. Thanks for helping, Tony.
Sorry.
Anytime.
Get
I
my
had it up,
wings
but,
up.
Yeah. So anyway, so EA, let's go, Brandon. Let's get one preview from you on EA.
This is probably my shortest one. My prediction is basically they're going to be the most disappointing.
That is, jeez. Way to start it off with a downer.
I know. I don't. You should
There you
really
go.
started with me. I will. Yeah.
Well, all right.
That's it for Branden.
I mean, yeah.
Too hype for you?
I
That could be a
mean,
prediction.
like, I don't know. I feel like a lot of the news is already stuff we're already know for the most part. Like, it's nothing like too all inspiring, shocking, or whatever. Like, it's already well known for the most part. I feel like so.
Yeah. Well, I will have to disagree with you. So one of my predictions is going to be that we're going to start off with the Star Wars Battlefront 2 showing with gameplay of one of the major space battles, and then they'll actually end out the Battlefront 2 with the new trailer for more of the solo campaign story, since it's going to have more than obviously the first one did, because the first one had 0. So that was one of my predictions, is we'll see some gameplay of a space battle, which is usually that usually shows off the graphics, I feel like, better. And it'll be probably like a 40-man battle, real big, and then we'll get a trailer with kind of some more story information. So
You think that's what it'll start with?
I think that's what it'll start. Yeah, I think
Even though they said it's going to be in the middle?
Yep.
Wait, they actually sent the placement of that?
Yeah, because actually Star Wars, the Battlefront page, shared that their thing is at like the middle of the show. It's like 2:30 or 3:30, whatever. 30. That's when it is.
Whatever, 30.
I think
Is
it
it only an
starts-
hour?
Huh?
It's only an hour?
That I don't know. I don't know.
Gotcha.
Maybe.
Well,
Maybe I
then,
don't know what I'm talking about. Maybe I dreamt that. Actually, I don't know. No, like, was that right?
where's your source at? Where's the source at? You
So
don't have
what exactly is your prediction there?
That was my prediction, that they're
That
going
they're going to start the conference with
with Battlefront 2 showing. Yeah, that was the prediction. And what they're showing with Battlefront 2 that's my prediction.
Okay. My prediction is also Star Wars related, but it's not anything to do with Battlefront 2.
Don't you dare take my prediction.
Wait.
Go ahead.
All three of us have the same prediction, I feel like.
Okay, so I think what they're going to do is they're going to reveal gameplay footage for the Amy Hennig from Uncharted. Tony, yeah. And they're going to reveal it, and they're going to put a date on it even, and it's going to be next spring. Because leading into the Han Solo movie, they'll show gameplay. At first, I was like October, but then I was like, no, probably too soon. So I'm going to say spring 2018, leading into Han Solo movie. I think they're going to unveil the Visceral. I think it's Visceral who she's with now. And also, Respawn's working on a game. I don't know if we'll see anything with that for Star Wars, but that's not a prediction. That's just something, just speculation. But I think that Amy Hennig game, I mean, they've showed a little bit the last 2 years, so it's got to be coming soon, I would imagine.
Yeah. Tony, I think that was your
Well,
prediction? Kind of.
Yes, but that prediction also is has a part of my dream, which I since Justin kind of did the prediction part. So my prediction was they're going to show gameplay from that for the Visceral game, but also like a dream of mine was that they were going to announce maybe Dead Space 4, which I don't think is happening because Visceral is the team that made all 3 Dead Spaces, and I think it's been long enough. They need to make a 4th one at this point because those are fantastic games. So I don't know if maybe Visceral splits. I don't know if they split in half and work on them, but I don't think that's now. I think they're all in on Star Wars. So
No, they ain't splitting team, especially with how much money they're gonna make from Star Wars.
yeah, so dream crushed.
Yeah.
Crushed.
Mark Lasky joined. About time, Mark. Thank you for joining.
Fucking Mark.
Justin, did you have any more EA? Anybody have any more EA predictions?
I actually
I have
printed
2 more.
one of mine. I can definitely come up with one.
All right. Well,
I have 2 more.
Well, mine with going along with your guys is I said we see a brand new Star Wars game from EA it's the open world and is basically Knights of the Old Republic 3. So that's kind of what I was thinking about. It may not be Knights of the Old Republic.
I was just
3,
saying, yeah.
but something along those type of lines of the RPG style game.
That would be That would be a great rebound for BioWare after Mass Effect. Well, I guess would they do 2 space related games in a row?
Well, they are working. The main team is working on that weird Destiny-like thing that's going to get revealed supposedly at E3. It's like a Destiny-like. They haven't really said anything about it other than it's like open world MMO, shared shooter type thing. So I mean, I guess we'll see what that is. But I'm actually hoping that that Visceral game that is with Amy Hennig is like Star Wars Uncharted. That's what I really.
That's what I figured it would be.
Yeah, that's
So
what I
or
would
like
do.
a Dead Space, not Dead Space, but like they would take that template and
Outer Rim.
make that kind of game.
Outer Rim. That's the name. Brandon, you got any thoughts on Star Wars? You haven't been talking in a while. Nope,
I mean,
failure. It's gonna be a big failure.
yeah. If I mean, I hope I'm like wrong. Obviously, if they announce some open world game like Knights of the Old Republic, that would be amazing. And
EA
I
announces
would
Spider-Man.
definitely that would definitely be pretty awesome. So
Yeah. So Tony, you said you had another.
I have two more. I mean, so are we gonna like just do one after the other, or can we just
Yeah,
do?
we'll just do EA because Brandon only had one. So
No, I mean like the predictions. Like, do we do one prediction a person, then
yeah,
cycle,
why
or
not?
can I just-
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, I've already said two of mine, and you have two more. So.
All right. So my other prediction is that EA will announce a game for the Nintendo Switch.
What
Like
type of
a
game?
like. So
Like
I know they already
a-
announced FIFA. They already said FIFA's coming there. I'm saying like non-sports game. I don't
Okay.
know. I'm not saying any specific type of game. Well, a non-sports game
Right.
just for the Switch.
Just for
'Cause
the
I think
Switch.
I think at this point they can't ignore it because it's getting a lot of better praise than the Wii U did. So
Yeah, but what other EA games have been on Nintendo products?
besides the sports games,
Yeah, besides the sports games.
They had Mass Effect 3 at launch of the Wii U.
technically it was a Dead Space game on the Wii. Technically,
Oh, okay.
Exactly.
Technically.
and then
I got one more, but you can say yours.
my last one, which is kind of in the Dead Space vein because it won't happen, is they announced a new Burnout game, which is not going to happen. I think Criterion does the Need for Speed now. So
Yeah, they're doing Need for Speed Payback. Because I remember what was really crazy about that team is that they were working on like a burnout, like an off-road Burnout game, and they showed it when they did that one weird E3 when EA had that conference where like everything was like behind the scenes, like there was no like it was a really weird one. They showed like this thing where like it was like GoPro the video game where you could like hang glide and then like into a dune buggy and then race, like kind of like MotorStorm back in the day on PS3. There's a deep cut for you, and yeah, and then like nothing happened with that.
yeah, because was Paradise the last one, or was there one after that? Burnout Paradise.
I think
that was the last one.
I think that was the last one.
Okay, I think it's overdue for.
I love playing the Burnout games. I mean, you just wreck your car and just try to forget.
Yeah.
Shit. Not what else do you want? I mean, I do that in Forza on accident. So
There's actually, for you guys that have PS4s, there's a game from the the makers of that game, some of the creators of the original Burnout, called Danger Zone, I believe.
I've heard about it. And it basically
It's just the
it's
crash mode.
Yeah.
It's just for the crash mode if you like that. I used to love playing that on my PSP.
you know what? You gotta fly into the danger zone. And we've lost all our viewers. Yeah, my
We were
prediction
up to 18 and now we're to 10. Way to go.
I don't know. Sorry. There's probably people that were like, "Hey, Steven is sharing on Facebook, and then he's doing video games, so let's not listen." Probably what happened. So my last one was kind of a softie. I just said that Madden 18 is going to feature the story mode, but the story mode is going to have a lot more than the FIFA story mode did last year for FIFA 17. But the FIFA story mode from FIFA 18 will probably have even more than Madden, I feel like, as far as content. I didn't really play FIFA 17, the story mode, so I'm just kind of hoping that we get a good story mode with a lot of features for Madden. That's it? Just the head?
You know I wasn't gonna say
That
that.
is-
Cool.
My prediction, I got one last prediction. It is Madden
Related.
related. That's the word. Thanks, Steven. Thanks for the alley-oop there.
Yeah.
I think that Tom Brady's going to come out on stage and he's going to talk about how awesome the game is, or maybe he'll just do like a kind of like a joke thing about the curse, like he's been doing. But I think Tom Brady will make an appearance at EA's conference.
What if he came out in like a walking boot?
That would be hilarious.
If he comes out, then my prediction will definitely come true. 'Cause
That's
that'll be
very true.
disappointing.
That is 100% true if that happens. Yeah, definitely true. All right, so EA. So we'll see. Got one more? You got another one?
Well, I kind of have an overarching prediction because when you guys talking about Madden, maybe thought about it. I predict, and I guess when we get to Microsoft and go into depth, I would predict 90% of games you'll see will be running on Scorpio.
As like when we see the
I feel like
gameplay.
I feel like it'll be running, but they might not say it's running on Scorpio.
Oh.
So I feel like if EA will show a game at Microsoft's that's running Scorpio, or something in their conference will be running on it. They just won't either say it's running on it, or
right.
They might
well, it definitely won't be FIFA since FIFA now has PlayStation marketing.
Same with Battlefront.
Yeah, right. Battlefront does too. But didn't they say Battlefront 2 will run 60 FPS 4K on Scorpio? Wasn't that confirmed by somebody?
I don't want to say yes for sure. I don't want to be one of those people, but
shit, I'll say yes. Battlefront 2, 60 FPS Scorpio.
Someone
4K. Google
that and make him a liar.
Don't make me a liar. Just confirm it. That's an interesting. So you're, before we get into Microsoft, Tony. So you're saying that majority of the stuff that's not like marketing with PlayStation will be shown using a Scorpio?
Yes.
That's what your thought is?
Either the third parties will show something running in Scorpio and they won't say it, or there'll be a lot of third parties at the Microsoft. At the Microsoft. At Microsoft's conference.
Actually,
so
kind of
made a trans. He kind of made like a. Wow, I'm with Branden with my brain not working today.
They'll kind of do like. Do you remember like when they first showed Watch Dogs and they didn't really say what it was for? They said, "Oh, this is on the current gen," and I'm like, "God, that looks too good to be current gen." So I feel like we might get a lot of that this year.
Well, we'll wait until Microsoft before we actually get into it. No, that's okay. You're going off on a tangent. So EA, it's going to be Saturday. We're saying 3 p.m. Eastern time. I think that's what it was. So check it out. You can watch it. I don't even know where you can watch it. I looked at Polygon's page, and you can watch it on there. So I was like,
you can watch it on shit, maybe you can't watch it on YouTube. I don't know. Yeah, because YouTube, I think, starts Sunday, and that's in 4K if you got a 4K situation going on.
Don't make everybody jealous just because Tony's the only one that doesn't have a 4K.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Oh my God, it's an HD.
I got EA starts at 3 Eastern.
So I was right.
12 Pacific. 12 specific time.
12 specific time. So then we will go to, I guess we're going to Microsoft, aren't we?
Yes, but I think before we get into predictions, we should talk about like just the big picture of it.
All right. Talk about the big picture, Justin.
Because, okay, I personally think that this is the most important conference of the week, for one, and for two, and not just to me personally, I'm saying for Microsoft. And I also think this is their most important one since the launch of the Xbox One, because oh my God, Steven disappeared.
I'm still here. Just had to blow my nose, so I figured I would.
No, you could have done that, Cameron. We're a family-friendly podcast. Kids are gonna blow their nose eventually, Steven. Anyways, so I think.
Good, Justin. Sorry.
Okay, I think so. Basically, what I'm saying is that this is going to be a huge conference for them. This is like a make or break situation, I think, for them, because like the launch. If you go back to E3 2013, which was before the launch, Sony just like off good with the whole used game thing. And then literally earlier in the day, they announced, Xbox announced their system's going to be $499.99. And then Sony comes out and goes, yeah, we're $100 cheaper. It was over at that point, at least for the launch. It was done. The messaging was all mixed up anyways for Microsoft. People weren't really down with it. And 360 was was the leading console of the generation before until the very end. So this year, I think it's a little different. They changed, Phil Spencer's now been in charge for a few years, and now they have to, for 3? Oh, you're saying okay. Good. Yeah. And I think he's been there enough time now where I feel like the Scorpio is kind of like his version of the Xbox One. So they need to, I think it's like super important that the price is right, that the date is right, that they have games for it, and they show it off, because they need to do what Sony did last year, which is like, it doesn't matter if the game's not coming out till 2020. They need to show games that are coming for this thing, even if they're 3 years down the line. They need to get Xbox fans excited.
That's what Sony does. That's what Sony does, is they show you games 3 years down the line.
Right. The things that works, because now you're like, oh, God of War, Spider-Man, Death Stranding, Uncharted, that expansion, Last of Us Part 2. There's so many games that are coming out for that system. Some of them aren't 2-3 years out, yes, but you're still excited because you still want that system. Whereas Xbox, it's like, okay, Halo 6, Sea of Thieves. You're like, okay, there's a few games, but you don't really. They don't have like a large catalog of games where you're just like, this is coming. So I think they need to do that this year. I think Nintendo does too, but we'll talk about that later. But I think that's what they need to do is bring games, and they need to make the Scorpio look attractive and not like physically. Like it needs to be financially like it's got to be the right things. Otherwise, it's just gonna not work.
So you're saying if it was an ugly box, you wouldn't buy it?
That box could be a fucking turd shape. It could be a poop emoji, and I would fucking buy it. All right,
would you buy it?
If it plays 4K native, I'm in.
Yeah, but not Destiny in 60 FPS.
We'll see.
Mike J says Microsoft doesn't have cool games to him anymore. So,
hey, Mike, I want to throw a challenge to you. Take a shot every time you hear somebody say Destiny.
Destiny.
See me on some Gears, Mike.
Destiny.
Yeah, Mike J, we're supposed to play some Gears, bro.
Yeah, they added Avalanche, Mike.
I told him that yesterday.
Oh.
He was supposed to play, but he was like, "No, I'm gonna go home and play Dark Souls." So, also, you never got on, Brandon. So thanks. Left me by myself.
All by myself.
You say Obama's elf? All right, so yeah, I agree with you, Justin. This is Microsoft's year to blow everybody out of the water. Basically, they definitely need some games, some first-party games. So the list we have right now, we have Crackdown 3, Forza Motorsports 7, right, or X or whatever it's going to be. Sea of Thieves. We don't know if there's a Halo. We don't know if there's a Gears of War.
And then there's like a State of Decay, I think.
State of Decay.
Yeah, State of Decay 2, which, if done right, could be cool. Crackdown 3, if that's this year. They didn't say nothing about it last year, so we'll see.
They just showed Crackdown 3. It's coming.
Yeah.
So, we won't really. Hopefully, we get a lot. Like Scalebound was one that got canceled. But we are expected, from what I believe I read, I think you guys saw too, we are expected for Microsoft to come out. It's been rumored for them to come out with a brand new IP, if I remember what I read correctly.
Oh, that Shinobi tweet.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so hopefully it's something. Mike's down to play. He said, give me an hour. Well, Mike, we will be podcasting probably still in an hour. So we'll play right after. I'm down. Let's do it. So that's Mike's issue. Microsoft doesn't have any new IPs. Hopefully, Mike, we're going to see one this year. PlayStation came out last year with just the Horizon Zero Dawn. That's all they needed. It looked so beautiful. It was such a good game. It got like 97 Metacritic or whatever. High. I don't know if it was 97, but I'm exaggerating. But it got really high. The other ones. All the other ones, really. It's just so, I don't know. It's a lot. What do you guys, Tony, Brandon? Justin,
I don't want to say anymore because you guys are ruining my predictions.
Oh, true.
So are we just gonna...
All right, let's move into it then.
Just gonna go. Get a prediction,
all right, Brandon, let's get a prediction then.
All right, the first one is Scorpio's name is announced as Scorpio with a price point of $5.99.
See right there, that's one of my failures. If they announce it for that high, it's dead.
Yeah.
You said $5.99, Brandon?
Yeah.
$4.99. That's that.
I honestly hope it is $4.99. That's usually what it is with a new console. Pretty much. But I have a feeling they're expecting it to be the hype to be real strong against the Pro. So they. It's not like they've had low price points in the past.
True.
So I'm expecting that.
Just like Justin said, that's actually one of my failures. I had the Scorpio isn't released until after October of this year, and it has a price point of $4.99 or higher. Would be one of my failures.
As for the name, I feel like everyone's gotten so used to it, and everyone always refers to it as Scorpio already. It's a pretty cool name. Like I think everyone actually likes it already anyway. So why change it?
But doesn't every company usually do that? Nintendo always does that.
I feel like
every company, they always have that code name, and then they release the actual name.
I can't remember now. Like when Xbox One announced, was there anything a code name for it?
I can't remember.
I don't.
It was.
There was.
I think it was the was it like the Jaguar maybe? Or
It was
think-
named something. I can't think of it
Maybe it
now.
was.
I can
Wasn't it
tell you
Connect?
that the Connect was actually called Project Natal.
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
That was the code name for. I think it was Jaguar, Justin. I think it was
I'm
a
looking right now.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Well,
go ahead, Tony.
no, I was gonna kind of bounce off because my prediction is kind of close to Brandon's. Mine was they'll give it a name, and they'll give it like the month it comes out, but they won't show you what it looks like. I think they'll have a separate event for it, just for that.
So that's when
Like Sony did.
Is an additional Microsoft event a few months or maybe a month after E3.
Yeah, like they'll do their own thing, or like maybe Gamescom, but they'll give you the real name. They won't. I don't think they'll give a price, and they'll give you like the month, like it comes out in November.
Yeah.
They won't give you anything specific.
Isn't it kind of popular now for like a lot of these companies to like introduce something or announce something like the week after E3 or something? Like I feel like that's become a little bit popular lately. Like they'll show you a bunch of stuff, and then maybe like in a Twitter or something like that, they'll announce something big that you wish they had at E3, but it wasn't.
Did you say a Twitter? What are you like? 29?
Whatever. Twitter.
It's called a tweet.
Okay.
Jesus.
Code name, by the way, was Durango.
Yeah, I get those Twitters and snaps.
Twitters and snaps. Good God. I should make a food called Twitters and snaps. So we got a prediction from Tony and Brandon. Justin, give us
All
a
right. Well,
microphone.
since we're on the Scorpio one, I'll just do mine. I'm going fucking bold. Okay, I'm going real bold. It will come out September of this year, late September. I have a reason. I'll get to that in a minute. It'll be $399.99 to match up with the PS4 Pro for marketing reasons. And hold on, let me look at my note. I thought there was one other thing I wrote in here.
How many nines did you say with that?
$999.99.
9999.
Oh, and they will also announce with the Scorpio that a third-party VR headset will be compatible.
So Oculus Rift.
Rift or the HTC Vive, because the Fallout last year in the little teaser video they had Todd Howard talking about VR with Fallout 4. Fallout 4 only works, to my knowledge, to this day on the HTC Vive. So I could see them pushing an update. It's going to be powerful enough, obviously. I mean, the regular PS4 is powerful enough to do its VR, and then the Pro. So I think that, so basically going through my three predictions there about Scorpio, the $399, I think, like I said, it's got to be priced competitively. I know it's more powerful, but I think it needs to be the same price as the Pro, so they can go, this is the more powerful than the Pro for the same amount of money, which is kind of what they did back in the beginning of this generation with the PS4 Pro, or the regular PS4. It was like, we're $100 cheaper, and it's a better console. So it can kind of do that. And then September, I think, because Forza, we already know the new Forza, whether it's 7 or X, whatever they end up calling it, is the flagship title for this system. Like, it's going to be the thing that shows off the 4K, HDR, 60 frames, that shit the most. That usually the last few years has come out in September, like late September. So that's why I'm thinking it's going to be late September. I wouldn't be surprised if it's early October, but I'm just going to go on a thing because that also means you get a pie in your face. So I couldn't be like, oh, I think October, and then be like, yeah, I'm just basically welcoming a pie in my face. So late September because of Forza. And then the VR thing, like I said, they already kind of said that that's something that they're thinking about. I know they're working on a mixed reality headset for next year, which will do VR and AR supposedly.
Right.
But I think what they're going to do, they don't want to get squarely in the VR, I think. So they're just going to be like, okay, you can use these third-party ones on the Scorpio. And that'll be kind of a big announcement. Because the thing is, if they announce the price is $399.99, a lot of people are going to be happy. Yeah. I was going to say $349.99 to be cheaper. But I was like, that's just a little bit too crazy.
All right. Well, let me tell you my prediction because it's basically almost hashtag same person. So Project Scorpio will be released at a price point of $399. But it will be
$399?
$399.99. I also believe it will be, I know for a fact, I have inside information, it will be released on October 10th, 2017.
Can I tell you something about that?
Pie in his beautiful face.
So, you know those teaser videos they've been sending out?
Yeah.
People have been like breaking those down frame by frame, and there's a thing there where they've like made a theory that it's October 13th is the release date based off on
So
something
I-
in the fence.
So I meant the 13th actually.
That Friday, right?
Yeah, that Friday. I was looking at the
Yeah,
dates
say-
wrong earlier. Yeah, that Friday, October 13th. October 10th is when I don't know what's coming out. Something's coming out. Anyway, so with my prediction, so it will actually include the Xbox One S controller. Some people were thinking it might have an Elite controller in it, but I don't think it will. I think it'll have an S controller, which I think has like a little bit better Bluetooth than
Yep.
the normal Xbox One controllers. And I just made a funny joke. I said it's going to be called the Xbox Sentry, just because of the S trademark that they had the other day. So
I think it's gonna be called the Xbox One X for some reason, just because that was a rumor that went around back when that Digital Foundry stuff came out when they revealed the specs. I don't.
Well, what do you guys think? So for Microsoft, they said that this is obviously it's not a new console, and it's all the games that are for Xbox One work with this, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if they don't call it Xbox One something, then how can they like when you go to buy a game, it's going to say Xbox One on it, and some people may be like, "Oh, well, I can't play that because it's not."
Yeah.
You're saying if they name it something differently, people are going to assume that's a new separate thing.
Exactly.
Kind of like how PlayStation 4 Pro, it kind of says
Right, so
it
you
explains
know-
itself. Yeah.
Right. So I'm thinking like, is it the Xbox One X? Is it the Xbox One O? Like 1.0? Or, you know, kind of be like 10 or whatever. So I'm not sure what you guys think about that.
Xbox
Yeah.
1K.
I think I don't know what's gonna come after Xbox One, but it's gonna be the Xbox One something.
Xbox
So, the
One.
other idea I had was the Xbox One S Elite, since they've already said they're kind of phasing out the original Xbox ones.
That's
And
too
the
much.
Xbox One S.
Yeah.
What?
That's too much.
I know, but the thing is, like, the Elite is it really should be called the Xbox One Elite, is because the Elite controller, the Elite this, all their like pro, like high quality stuff is Elite. But they already had an Xbox One Elite like 2 holidays ago or 1 holiday ago, where it was just like a better hard drive and a few other things. But just no one fucking cared because it was like a limited run thing, and it didn't matter. It didn't do anything. It's just like a better hard drive. Your games, if you did digital, like loaded faster by like a millisecond.
Right. Well, you know what? I'll just say it. So one of my dreams that I had for this is that Scorpio's released in late August at a price point of $349.99, and it comes with an Elite controller.
That's a big dream.
Hey, dreams are made to be big, right?
I do like your idea though of them cutting costs by not putting an Elite controller in there, because everyone's assuming Elite controller is going to be in there, but I don't think they need to do that.
Right.
I could see them just taking the regular controller and throwing that in there and making that cheaper.
Right. It'll be like a black controller with like maybe chrome on it or something, you know, depending on whatever color they make the console itself.
Well, speaking of controllers, I actually had a prediction for their controller. This is one of my bold out there ones. So they basically gave them Connect, right? Connect is done at this point.
Connect's essentially dead.
It's so done that I traded it into GameStop for $6. So,
The Xbox One S doesn't even have a port for it. You actually have to get a dongle for it.
yep.
Jesus. Well, my prediction is, well, I guess now that I think about it, it's kind of dumb because you have headsets. My prediction was that they're going to release a controller with a mic in it, so you can still use like the voice controls, and you can use like Cortana and all that jazz in the like. So you don't need a headset for it.
Yeah.
That's a. I mean, that's
the PS4 has that.
No.
No, that's the whole new thing.
It has a speaker. It has a speaker, like sound.
Yeah, it's got a speaker in it. Yeah,
it doesn't have a microphone in it.
Right.
So I'm saying,
That
like, you can actually, like, you can kind of like Siri, or like you can push
Yeah.
the Xbox button. Or there's a button on there. You push it. You can push it. You push it. You push it, and like it'll kind of bring up Cortana on the TV.
That would actually be pretty cool, I think.
Yeah.
No, go ahead.
Well, I was gonna say because I have a Surface Pro 4, I think, and they're trying to incorporate Cortana in a lot of the stuff, and Microsoft has been trying to do that with their the most recent updates to the Xbox. Is trying to push Cortana, but it's not ready just yet. So if they could get that right, and then also have a speaker in the controller, that would be pretty awesome, I think.
Yeah, and it kind of puts everybody on the same field because somebody might have a headset with a mic. I mean, there could be people who don't have it, like don't have headsets. I mean,
Right.
that'd be a very rare and few, but there's still people without them. So
Right.
it kind of keeps everybody on a level playing field.
Well, the people who buy Scorpio.
Well, no, okay, and there's another part of it. It'll be for both. It'll work for both. Old
Okay.
and new.
I like
So
it.
I got a question about Scorpio for you guys. Do you think there'll just be one SKU? Like it'll just be, here's the Xbox One Scorpio, that's it. Like there's one version, or do you think there'll be a couple different ones? Maybe like different hard drive sizes, or maybe one comes with an Elite controller. Do you think there will be, or just
There'll
one?
probably be like a bundle with like a games or something, but I don't think there'll be anything else.
Let me ask you another question. Add on to that. Do you think they'll make it so that you can take the hard drive out, like on how PlayStation does it, or do you think they'll just keep it with like you can just put like an external hard drive? You can just plug in an external.
I think they're going to keep it external, but I think they're going to give you probably a 2 terabyte hard drive. But I don't know how. Obviously, SSD drives are faster than hard drives, but I don't know with all of the power that they have if it'll make it very similar. Like I know now for my Xbox, I have games on an external SSD drive and then games on the hard drive, and the games on the SSD drive download or like they load so much faster. It's just ridiculous. So I'm curious as to why Justin's getting up and showing us his bum. Yeah, I think to Justin's question, I think it'll have one SKU. It'll probably be like 2 terabytes, with all of the same this and that. But like Brandon said, they'll have game packages. Like you can buy the Forza package, or you can buy the Crackdown 3 pack. Like when holiday comes around, they'll have more, I think.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
that's my.
See, I think there'll be 2 hard drive options.
What do you think?
1
I think
terabyte,
the
2
minimum
terabyte.
would have to be like one. Maybe one's a 1 terabyte, one's a 2 terabyte. I mean, the other thing too is if they wanted to really like, if they did, I think if they did the dream scenario it was $349, I could see that like that's just the regular controller, or maybe Tony's super cool controller that now I want, and then maybe 500 gig because they know people just get externals anyway, so they're like, we probably don't care about what it has in there. You can just buy a better hard drive for external anyways, and then maybe it's just like the bare bones version, kind of like how back when 360 came out, they had the what did they have? There was like the what were they called? There was two versions. One came with a detachable hard drive. One came with none. So
Was it like the arcade or something? It had like
there was
like
the
a 5
Oh
gig.
yeah.
so they had like stuff like that. I could see them doing something like that.
Yeah. Well,
I got one more. I got one for you. One more for you.
Oh yeah, I got a couple too.
Well,
more.
I'll give you the dumb one first. The dumb one's like, oh, they'll show Destiny 1 on Scorpio, but they won't announce any exclusivity.
Well, aren't they showing or gameplay with the Arcstrader?
they're showing gameplay, but it's going to be on PlayStation.
Oh, okay, I didn't know.
Okay.
Sony has
Well,
the exclusive.
So
They
they
just-
they still have the market. They still have it for the
Yeah,
2.
Sony still has the marketing
Okay, I didn't
rights.
know. Okay, I
Again,
didn't know.
I don't know if it's that. I don't know if it's like super exclusive anymore, because I don't know if you guys have seen, but Microsoft has been, since like the Destiny 2 reveal, Microsoft has been pushing Destiny 2 really hard, like on their social channels.
Mhm.
And I feel like when Destiny 1 came out and like when all of the like DLC and stuff, Microsoft didn't push it, but Sony did, obviously because of the marketing deal. So
Okay. Well, so that was the dumb one. The actual one, which I'm kind of actually kind of like. So they'll announce Gears of War 4 story DLC, and they'll show it running on Scorpio. And the DLC, it'll be for both. Obviously, it'll be for both. but
right.
They'll show it running primarily on Scorpio
That'd be interesting.
That would be pretty interesting.
Yeah.
because they don't do story DLC, right? It's always just multiplayer stuff after the.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
I mean, you would think like most of the story would be another Gears of War altogether, though.
Altogether.
Yeah,
I mean, they could do a
Gears
side,
5.
or they can do something with who's spoiler alert, the one older guy that gets captured, and then you see him again at the end.
Marcus?
No, he gets taken by one of those things at the beginning. Looks like a Native Americanish kind of.
The Samoan guy.
Yeah. You could do like a DLC with him.
Shit,
Oh
his name is
yeah,
not
I can't remember.
Mike
his
J,
name,
thank you for still listening. Story of DLC would be awesome.
though. I can't remember his name, but he's like,
Wow.
He's like an older guy. He's like he's
Yeah,
one of
yeah.
the yeah.
he's
Right,
basically
right.
like what's her name's uncle. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't think.
So
of names.
I mean, you could do something with him in the story DLC, and then like maybe once he'll reach out with everybody else, and then that could be Gears 5.
Yeah.
I feel like Gears 5 won't come for don't know, maybe another. I feel like that might be like the next Xbox, like the next gen Xbox game.
I don't know. I mean, it's hard to say because I mean there's all these tournaments with going Oscar. Yes, there's all these Gears tournaments going on, and that's really built the hype of Gears 4. So I definitely could see them riding that.
Gears 4 wave.
Yeah. Mike's got a very good point. Mike says they did it with General ROM, which they did. They had a ROM DLC, and Mike said Oscar because he knows because he's much better than us. We should have Mike on the review show.
Too bad.
Yeah. So I don't think that we'll see. Let me see. Is that even part of my thing? So one of my predictions is that there will be no mention of a Gears of War sequel or Halo 6. But we might see a Halo game such as like Halo Wars or Halo ODST. So we won't see a sequel to the main story, but we might see like a spin-off game sequel.
See, mine is the opposite. I actually said that even though I think they even said don't expect any Halo 6, but I'm like, fuck that. They're gonna show Halo 6. Yeah. That's what I predict.
You will see Master Chief. You will see him.
So he's the opposite of John Cena.
Yeah, you will see him.
True.
And when he takes his helmet off, he's John Cena.
You didn't see that coming.
No pun intended, Brandon.
Right. Good God. So I guess we're not same person on that, Brandon. So we have probably kind of the opposite prediction there. Justin, have you given a prediction? Oh, yeah. What's your other one other than Scorpio?
I got two more still. I'm gonna leave my pie in the sky crazy one for last. I think Cuphead will be shown on stage, and they will say that it is going to be out by the end of summer. They will actually put a date on it, and it will be finally coming out by, I'll say, end of August. I was going to say that they'd say it's available now, but I don't know. That's been kind of a weird game up until now.
By date, you mean that month, like August 1st? Like
they'll actually give a specific day that it'll be out. I think
I sure hope so.
This summer.
I've wanted to play Cuphead ever since they first showed it. Like
I know it's been like 3 or 4 E3s they've shown it.
Yeah. Well, I do know that the guys that made it basically have rewrote everything, like how the game works. They started out with just like a basic side scroller, but they changed so much, I feel like, from what they said. So hopefully them taking that much time has made it a good game. So I am definitely excited for Cuphead.
Yeah.
Brandon, let's get your last prediction.
Last one kind of deals with your preview to Microsoft in that I think several unknown exclusives will be revealed, whether like through a title or maybe like a small Scorpio trailer, just displaying its capacity and stuff like that. I don't think there'll be anything huge reveals wise, but I think we will get more exclusives, excluding like Sea of Thieves and Crackdown.
Oh, there's Dakota. Mike said Cuphead? Question mark. Mike, you don't know what Cuphead is? Gotta look it up.
Google that shit.
Google that shit. I don't even know how to do it without leaving Facebook. So look up Cuphead, Mike. It actually basically it's a side scroller type game that is basically like 1930s cartoon artistic look to it. It kind of looks like the first Mickey Mouse cartoons, basically. But it looks pretty awesome, at least to me. I think it looks.
It's almost kind of looks like if you took Metal Slug and mixed it with like you said, like Steamboat Willie or like back to those old original cartoons.
He Googled it. So
Googled it.
There, yeah. So Brandon, how many though? How many exclusives?
I'm gonna say 3 new ones.
A pie.
A pie.
Can we end this
Pie that there
podcast?
won't
Can we
be
just
3
end this?
or there won't be any or
That there won't be 3.
how many?
That there'll
do you
be
think?
less than 3 or more than 3.
I think there will be 1.
There'll be 1.
I'll take that fucking bet.
So wait. So what happens if there's 2? Do we not get? Do we both get pied?
No.
Okay. Here's
If
how you
there's
do it.
2, if there's 2, then we pie Justin in the face.
No.
I'm making no pocket bets here.
Here's what you should do. If it's 1 or 2, Galv wins. If it's 3 or more, Brandon wins.
Okay. I get to pie twice. No, I was kidding.
I'll take that bet.
All right, fine.
Yeah.
Mark it in the book. Everyone's getting pied in 3 weeks.
I have yet to lose. Hey, I'm the only person who doesn't get a pie.
We're gonna hold you down and pie you right in the face.
Sounds like weird.
Sounds pretty dirty, right?
Yeah, it did. I was like,
we're gonna need a Costco run to get all this Cool Whip.
Right? Cool Whip. All right, Tony. Do you have any more Microsoft predictions, or were you done?
I'm done. But I guess I can. I was just thinking about this. It was more of a not a prediction, but more of a question. Do you think they'll copy Sony in the sense of like last year they were just like game? I was thinking that's kind of why I was thinking that they'll just announce Scorpio like really quick, like the name and then the date, and say, "Oh, we'll talk more about it later," and then the whole conference is just like game.
I think that they have to. I think that they need to announce Scorpio, maybe give majority of the details, and then like everything except for price and date, and then game all the way through. At the very end, they'll go, and Scorpio's dropping X date at this price, and then drop the mic and head out.
What exactly you just said is ideal. If that's exactly what happened.
Yeah.
Like literally start the first half of conference, show State of Decay 2, Crackdown, all the stuff we know about, Sea of Thieves, stuff like that. And then literally the second half thing should just be like new game, just boom. Even if it's stuff we know about. And I agree with Branden too with the Halo. I didn't interrupt, but the Halo 6 thing, I bet you we still get like a teaser. Like even if it's just a teaser. They said it won't be there. Well, yeah, it's not going to be there to play. It's not ready. It's still probably at least a year out. But I wouldn't be surprised if all of a sudden you're seeing a trailer like, what the fuck's this? And all of a sudden, boom, you see it's
kind of like when they showed Halo 5 when it was like desert, and then there's a guy, and then like he thinks it's Josh Chief.
Yeah, and he's got like the freaking poncho on when he's wearing armor.
Yeah.
Like,
hey, Dust will mess up his armor, okay?
Right.
Will the Scorpio have a different like interface, or will it look just the same as Xbox One?
It'll be the same.
Essentially,
they booted up.
The same. Didn't they preview it, or is that an update? Was that an update they previewed?
That was an update, I think.
Oh, okay.
that was an update, but that's kind of going to be
what's...
coming along with this whenever the Scorpio comes too.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I really paid
that one
stuff.
when it kind of shows where the paint is like see through.
Yeah.
That I posted a while back. Yeah.
Okay. So, Justin, what's the last your?
Okay, here's my fucking nutso crazy one. Xbox Live Gold will no longer include online play. Online play will now be free to go along with the whole Windows 10, because if you play Xbox games Play Anywhere on Windows 10, you don't have to pay any money to play Gears of War 4 online, Forza Horizon online. It's free. So I think they're going to take that away and maybe reduce the price of gold a little bit. And gold's going to be kind of like, do you want, the games with gold? Do you want deals? Do you want kind of like what Nintendo's doing, except not the online play part? I think they're going to take that out and they're going to make that free to kind of meld that Windows 10, kind of like you were talking about with Surface earlier. They're trying to make literally Windows 10 like everything and everything the same.
So
PlayStation Plus, like I said, I don't expect it by any means, but it's just my prediction.
So Mike actually agrees with you. He said I agree. So I think he's agreeing that. So then what would gold have? Like what would you have gold for?
You'd have gold discounts. And like I said, I think they'd add Game Pass to it because there's another reason to get it. Basically, it'd be like a premium version of like all those other features you have. Maybe they'd add a few other features to it. I don't know. Maybe they'd rework it. Maybe instead of being like 60 or 70, whatever it is, it'd be like 30 or 40 maybe, and they bring it down a little bit. I don't know. It's just kind of a weird disconnect between the Windows 10 and the Xbox One that you can play these games on both systems to play anywhere. But if you want to play online on Windows 10, it's free. Like you don't have to pay nothing. But on the Xbox, you do. There's no really reason other than they're making tons of money off of it. But I think they can make gold more desirable by just changing it around a little bit.
Mike says he said it won't happen basically because they make too much money.
That's exactly why I was like, it probably won't happen, just because that's like easy money for them. Because if you want to play a game online, boom, you just got to pay the money. It's as simple as that,
right?
Where they kind of have you by the balls. So
here's a failure for you that I just thought of. Instead of doing what you said, Justin, they'll make you have to pay for it on Windows now. Like, you have to have gold on Windows. They would do something they're like, oh, we got to keep it all together, so you pay for both.
Here's your play
And
anywhere.
we're increasing the price.
Right.
$15 a month.
Right.
Maybe they'll bring Xbox Silver back, and then Silver will just be like, it's just the online play, nothing else, and it's $20.
Right. That'd be terrible. That would be terrible. So
I'm gonna get gold regardless, but
right.
But literally, if they remove, so if that actually happens, I would say nothing to Melissa. I'd be like, nope, we definitely got to still get gold, honey. They didn't take it out. But I read that, nope, that's a false article. It's fake news.
Gotta get it.
Actually, my thing expires on July 9th, I think. So if anyone's watching some Xbox Live Gold, go for it.
Patreon, give us money. Give Justin money. All right, so Brandon, did you have one more?
No, I mean, because my Halo 6 one was like intertwined with yours.
Okay.
Then, yeah, so that's good.
So here's my kind of big one. So Square Enix comes out with a brand new trailer and potentially some gameplay for the Avengers Project, which is the new game that Marvel teased in March. We get a teaser for it, and it runs 60 FPS, 4K on Scorpio, and they announced it for early 2018.
I completely forgot about that.
I wanted to say something about that, but I didn't know where to put it. Like I didn't know if that'd be like Sony or Microsoft or what.
Well, so that's why I said Microsoft. That was just a big one for Microsoft because they need games, I feel like.
Yeah.
So I feel like that was one. I don't know. When I think of Marvel, I just think like.
Yeah.
I think Xbox and Microsoft. I don't know why.
Like another one from Square Enix that like I wanted to talk about, but I didn't know where to put it. I guess Sony is more relevant. God bless it. Relevant is Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm expecting some announcements for that. Maybe even a release date.
Yeah, sure.
I mean, that's more of a dream. That's more of a dream actually than anything. But
that's an Inception dream.
I mean, like the gameplay they showed in last year's E3 would look so good. I don't understand what's holding them up.
Because it's Square Enix and they take forever to do anything.
Mm-hmm. Marie, what'd you just watch the teaser for? Which teaser? Marie is my cousin, and she just watched the teaser.
For a second, I thought you said Maurice, and I'm like, that says Marie, dude.
Marie.
You learn to read.
Yeah. So anything else with Microsoft? I don't.
Well, I'm trying to think what else.
I mean, that's
I don't
really...
know. I'm wondering. They've already kind of said they don't want to do that third party thing that Sony's just railing on right now, but. We know Shadow of War probably has some type of situation there.
I think that we will see Shadow of War gameplay on Scorpio, because that's going to be obviously got moved back for Scorpio specifically. So.
I just heard it time. That's all.
Yeah, Marie. Yes, the Avengers teaser was really, really cool. Mike said Kingdom Hearts 3 is 2018 guys.
Yeah. Okay.
Yellow swag.
It's 2020.
It took them 10 years to make Final Fantasy 15. Okay.
I'll make a long form pie bet. If it comes out before 2020, I will eat a whole tube of toothpaste.
Wait.
Yeah. All right, let me think about this.
You guys heard it? It's been recorded. It's been recorded. If Kingdom Hearts 3 comes out before 2020,
well then, but if
Justin
betting me that it will.
Justin will eat an entire tube of toothpaste.
That was a mistake.
Mike thinks you're optimistic. Yeah, tube of toothpaste. Just for anybody who's listening, Justin hates toothpaste. I will bet you.
So then you'll eat a tube of toothpaste if it comes out in 2020 or later?
Yep.
You sure you can handle being my friend that long?
I don't know. I don't know if I can do that, actually.
SPR canceled.
We're done.
4 new hosts.
There we go. Yeah, no. All right.
Dakota, Mojo, Sky, and
the reboot.
Are you saying I'm a dog?
Dog cat.
Brandon in the dog pound. All right.
Atomic.
So Dakota, what do you think of that? She just licks the screen. Oh, that's interesting.
I'm trying to pick it up.
Josh said, "What about that Final Fantasy VII remake?" He said 2030.
Well, can we say that for the PlayStation? Wait.
No. Yeah. I was
Yeah.
just saying, I was.
Yeah, but that does come in the Xbox.
I think I retire think the day I retire is when it comes out.
True.
So I got another 20 something.
All right, well let's move on to Bethesda. We got a lot to talk. We could probably go on for a long time with Microsoft, but
Fucking
you guys.
Here's my sentence for Bethesda that'll never watch this. Why is your conference at midnight Eastern on a Sunday? Yes. Why? That makes no sense.
Well, I'm off Monday though. Hey.
9 Pacific, or God damn it! Now I fucked myself up with the joke. 9 Pacific time is when it starts, where they're at, but it's like
Eastern Pacific.
So like I'm like, God damn! If it was a Saturday, I'd be fine with it, but it's a Sunday. Like
I don't even know if I'd be fine on Saturday at like midnight to watch. Like,
hey, I'm gonna be drunk, so.
Well, here's. Let me just get my one very easy prediction out for Bethesda, because I'm not really a Bethesda guy. So we're going to get a very decent sized expansion to Fallout 4, which is basically going to be a Fallout 4.5. That's instead of getting a brand new Fallout game, I think we'll get a large expansion for it. That's my Bethesda prediction.
They're not gonna do like the New Vegas, where like they just have another team making like another quick game.
I don't think. Well, no, I think it's just going to be an expansion. It's going to be Fallout 4. I'm just going to say Fallout 4.5.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
That's my prediction.
Okay.
All right. Well, I'm gonna go ahead and say it's something inside the Fallout universe, but it's a rumor to be, at least, and it's an open world game. I think Starfield will be announced, and possibly, I don't know. I don't think they'll probably show much gameplay. Maybe they'll do like a behind the scenes interview with some of the creators and stuff like that, but I think that might be announced. That's my prediction. Good
Prediction.
God.
Your road to prediction.
What the fuck?
All right. Well, one of my prediction is they'll show Evil Within 2 running on a newer console. I'm not gonna say the name. I'm tired of saying this name.
Scorpio.
Running on a newer console on Scorpio. No release date. 2018.
I think it'll be out this October, but
I got a different game. I got a different game for that, but go ahead.
all right. My prediction is everyone's been talking about Machine Games, makers of Wolfenstein: The New Order or Old Order, New Order. Yeah, Old Blood.
New Order.
Yeah.
Fantastic.
Fantastic.
What are we all?
Fantastic.
I was gonna have a drink. I'm glad I didn't, because I'm fucking up my speech without it. I think everyone's like, oh, it's gonna be new Wolfenstein. I think that they proved enough that they are great developer that Bethesda's letting them make their own new IP for Bethesda. I don't think it'll be a Wolfenstein game. I think they'll have some other. I bet you it'll be a first-person shooter, but I don't think it'll be in the Wolfenstein universe. I think it'll be a new IP.
Very, very interesting. I like that. So we have a question from one of our viewers. Hi, Marie. So Marie says, does anyone still care about No Man's Sky, a sequel maybe?
Nope.
That was originally one of my Xbox predictions, is that it's going to come to Xbox with like new content.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wasn't there like
I cut it because I thought we were keeping it to 3, not 300.
wasn't there a bunch of mysterious like videos shown?
They said something like they have these beacons and no one knows how to turn them on. And then all of a sudden they sent out these like cassette tapes, I guess, to a bunch of like the Reddit mods, I guess, for that Reddit, the No Man's Sky Reddit. So to be honest, I still want to play it. I mean, I didn't ever play it on PS4 because I don't have a PS4. But if they fix the issues that were, although I feel like a lot of those were on PC, but
I think
I
they
still
did
would play
update it.
Yeah, they've updated it a lot, I think, to fix a
Yeah.
lot of the issues.
kind of feel like it's a Destiny situation where people still think Destiny 1 is terrible, but if you've actually played it since like Taken King, it's still good. Hey, there's your shot. Take.
He mentioned Destiny. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they would do. I haven't played it. I know they've come out with some content, but I mean that game was pretty big, so I think a sequel would take a long time to make. And I mean, what kind of sequel would you have since you're already exploring the universe?
Right.
You know, so I don't know what kind of sequel you can
content.
Yeah, they could do the same game, but just put more in the game.
Right.
How long was it supposed to take to like actually explore the entire?
Never. They said
Never?
you could never do it.
I think somebody's done it, but like I think they kind of finagled.
Like you to reach like someone like cheated somehow and got to like the center of the universe or whatever you're supposed to, like the point of it. I feel like that's a game Melissa would like a lot, like because she likes Minecraft a lot. I feel like that's just kind of a game where it's like low It's not like a super.
You mean like a mind-numbing game where she can just tune you out? Yup.
Yup.
Yeah, so that's No Man's Sky. Anybody else? Before we get on there, Marie says she felt like the content was very creative but very redundant.
Yes.
That seems about
What
right.
I've always heard.
Yeah, I'd agree with from what like you said, just what we've heard. So, Tony,
I'm gonna disagree with Justin's prediction about machine games. I say they'll announce the next Wolfenstein game coming out this fall.
ooh, is that their 2018 game?
No, that'll be even within the 2018.
I'm sorry, your 20. This will be yeah. I'm sorry, your 2017.
That'll be their. They'll do the Fallout. I think last year it was Dishonored 2 was the fall game. I think they'll keep that streak of we have a game. It's coming out like in a few months. That'll be Wolfenstein.
Yeah.
See, I think the opposite. I think that the Machine Games game will be spring, because I think that's when Wolfenstein released last time, and then I think Evil Within will be in October for Halloween. Because it's a spooky game.
Ooh, that's actually a good idea.
I should work for someone. Hire me.
Dead Space 4 comes out Halloween 2017.
I'd buy that in a second.
Yeah.
I haven't played the first
Tell me
three,
where
but
you
I have all of them on backwards compat.
It's
on the
Good
list.
God.
Don't even start yelling at me.
That list. Anything else? Any other Bethesda ones? That was probably kind of short.
Two of mine are kind of in the same vein.
Go ahead.
They'll release Fallout Shelter, was the game they released on iPhone when they announced Fallout 4. They'll release that on the Switch, and they'll actually give. I say that they'll say Skyrim is available now on the Switch because they announced it for Switch, but I don't think they've given a date for it yet.
Huh? No, I thought they said like
Did they give a date?
holiday, but I don't think they actually that can always change though.
I think they'll say is available today or now.
What you're trying to say is you want some stuff to play on your Switch next week,
Right.
I got enough stuff to keep me busy.
You mean Zelda?
Yep.
I think my other thing was that my original one before I switched it to the Machine Games one was that they would reveal the next Elder Scrolls game. But I backtracked just because I was like, I don't think they're going to reveal that till it's like ready for that year. So maybe next year they'll do it, and then it'll come out that fall. I just don't think they're just going to be like, oh, here's the next Elder Scrolls, and then, but you'll see it not this year because I don't think it'll come out this year. I think it's too soon because they were still working on Fallout 4 for all that time, that same team. So
Tony, to go with your Skyrim thing for the Switch. So on Nintendo's actual website, it says release date is fall 2017.
Fudge.
You're getting that in October, bro.
what he meant is that they're going to release a demo.
Okay.
Right now, you can play it.
Right.
They can change their mind.
Right.
Roda!
All right. So, but that's Bethesda. Next one, would that be Ubisoft before PlayStation?
Ubisoft.
Right.
Yes.
Boobies are soft. We like them. Hashtag titties. All right. I'll start off. So my prediction is we're going to see Assassin's Creed Empire is going to be the name. And it's going to release October 17th on 2017, and it will run best on 60 FPS 4K Scorpio. That's my.
Can I tell you something?
No.
Okay.
I feel.
Sure, you can tell me. Go ahead, Tony. Justin can't tell me.
I feel like for a second I thought you just start calling Scorpio 60 FPS. You're not even calling Scorpio anymore. It's going to run on 60 FPS.
60 frames per second.
Xbox 60 FPS.
Justin, what are you going to tell me?
There was a retail thing leaked today that it's going to be Assassin's Creed Origins.
Oh. It was leaked today? I thought we weren't looking at spoilers.
Apparently I have to also
we were
unfollow.
looking at spoilers.
I know.
Yeah, because I thought the setting was like Egypt or something, right?
It is.
Wait, Tony, did you say about a week ago?
About a week ago.
Yeah, but like a poster leaked, I guess, kind of like the Destiny 2 one, and it was like a guy in front of Egypt, and it said Assassin's Creed Origin. Obviously, it could be a fake, but everything we've been hearing is that it's called Assassin's Creed Origin, and it's in Egypt. So, but your other stuff is good.
Yeah,
I agree.
So that's my Ubisoft. Oh, I had another thing for Ubisoft is that we're going to see Far Cry 5 gameplay. Kind of a small one, but they just announced the teaser trailer, so I said we'll get some gameplay.
The bounce off your Assassin's Creed. I think it'll also be the start of a trilogy.
Ooh.
Because it's supposed to be like if it's called Origins, I think it'll be its own.
I think it has more to do with like the origins of the Creed itself than like a character.
The Origins of the Creed, the band.
Yeah. It's the worst thing ever.
Good God. And now nobody's watching because we talked about Creed. Might as well start talking about Nickelback too.
I know Mike's probably singing right now.
Mike is definitely singing right now. Yeah, so Assassin's Creed for Tony and myself. Brandon, what's your Ubisoft?
All right, this is also kind of like a hopeful thing, but I'm gonna say they announced a new Splinter Cell, and it returns to like its kind of origins of gameplay, like more stealth.
So Splinter Cell Origins.
Yes, Splinter Cell Origins. I think what's his name? Michael Ironside is rumored to be back, so possibly.
Ooh. Interesting. Justin, you're shaking your head no.
Because that was my fucking prediction. Was it? The big surprise. Splinter Cell is back.
Took your prediction.
I can definitely come up with another one in a second if you guys want to vibe for
I got one for you.
You got one?
I have two more for Ubisoft. One is they'll release a major update for the Division to somehow try to compete with Destiny, or at least try to be relevant.
I hate Division and the game.
Jesus.
So Splinter Cell will be back, and John Cena will be the main character. It'll be the most stealth game you've ever played.
They'll change the name to the Marine.
Good God. Talking about terrible movies.
Yeah. I think my last one. I think Ubisoft, since they did it already, they'll show a game, but it'll be for next gen. I think they'll do it. I think they'll show some game that is like not for this generation. Like they'll how like they did Watch Dogs
for 5K.
Yeah,
so it's gonna be for that new Apple 5K.
They'll show something that's like, oh, that is not running on a Scorpio. I don't know. Well, they'll show something that can't run on a PS4 or Xbox One.
That's because it's gonna run on Scorpio. It's gonna run on a 60 FPS machine.
Jesus Christ.
The 60 FPS machine.
So
take a shot every time. 60 FPS.
Damn, Mike would be so drunk right now. So I have not bought an Assassin's Creed, I think, except like the last one I bought was 3. I'm sorry, Black Flag. I did buy Black Flag, and I really like Black Flag.
Yeah.
I bought Black Flag. So I didn't buy Unity or whatever the other one was.
Syndicate. It's really good. The last one.
I heard Syndicate was pretty good. Are you guys? I know none of us will probably get it right away, but will you guys look at getting it at some point?
Possibly. I would like to see the gameplay first. Yeah. I haven't played one since I think number 2. I think.
Holy shit!
Yeah.
Actually, some people think that's the best one. So
yeah, it's my favorite.
That's Ezio, right?
Ezio Auditore. That's
Okay.
Josh's favorite. Josh, if you're still watching.
Yeah.
Josh, you're probably not watching, but Josh, if you're still watching, give us a thing.
Can you just keep it open so we can get that view?
Yeah, keep it open, Josh. We actually lost one now, so
no.
We're down to 3. We were at 17. No.
Well, it's because we've been on for an hour and 15 minutes.
Also, we do have a YouTube viewer. Oh wait, it's me. Never mind.
Got him. Has anybody commented on YouTube?
I don't know. I didn't look.
Oh well, now that we do this, we can do Facebook Live every time, and
yeah, this did work better. But enough production meeting. Let's go back to the show.
No, back to Ubisoft. So, anything else for Ubisoft? I don't think.
I didn't even give a fucking prediction for Ubisoft.
Oh yeah,
it was stolen from me. Think that Just Dance will be at the conference. Fucking music performance by Jason fucking Derulo or some other dumb pop star will be out there.
So when you say Just Dance, how are people on the Xbox going to play Just Dance?
Same way people on PS4 play it.
how they.
They're gonna put a Kinect camera on the Xbox controller.
You can say something about the fractured butthole.
Just say fractured butthole, Brandon.
Whatever.
Okay.
Yeah,
Alright.
the fractured butthole. Just to be
And
clear.
It still sounds like
what is steep for Switch?
Well, it's definitely a game called
Steep is
Steep.
that snowboarding
Oh, okay.
that they're like, this is gonna be a big thing, and everyone's like, you know,
You say so.
That's real dumb.
well, fuck, Brandon, you stole my fucking Splinter Cell. I thought I was gonna be one that said that. God damn.
Dude, Splinter Cell was like one of my favorite games.
Yeah. Yeah.
So
I was gonna say maybe some new Watch Dogs DLC. I was gonna say maybe here's just a kind of a pie in the sky that kind of going off what Tony said. I could see Division 2 be like teased, or like kind of like here's like maybe that's the game he's talking about that's like far off from now. Is it's Division 2. They know that they fucked up in some ways. Maybe they find a way of
unfucking
that shit.
I feel like they'll have their Taken King in fall. They'll have that kind of thing.
And they won't, because that game sucks.
The game sucks real bad. So Josh can't even spell simple words like simple, but he can spell SEO auditore differenzi. Unless he copy and pasted, which would be hilarious. But thanks, Josh, for the full name there. Good God. All right, let's move on from Ubisoft onto the worst conference of all.
PC gaming show?
PC.
That would be Sony, actually. That would be Sony. Xbox for life.
I got a pretty bold one, I think.
All right, let's save your bold one for the end.
Okay. For the end.
To
Justin.
be honest, here's my thing with Sony though, is like, what the fuck are they even gonna show? Are they just gonna show what they did last year, but just like gameplay this year, like more of it? Because they had so much shit they showed last year.
Yeah, Josh definitely Googled how to spell that. So, good job, Josh. Tony, let's start with you. You're the PlayStation fanboy.
What do you got, like 14 for them?
I got 5. I just got 5. That's it.
5.
Come up with 3. Here's 5.
So,
Good God. Nick, hey Nick, how's it going? Thanks for joining. Talking about video games.
Is that your cousin or my brother?
That's my cousin.
Oh, okay.
Nick would not watch this, Brandon.
You never know.
He don't care.
Wait,
So it's not my supportive.
hold on.
He got a kid to watch.
You have a cousin named Nick?
Yep, Nick Ellis.
Hashtag same person. I have a cousin named Nick as well.
Oh, there you go.
There,
Damn,
we made
Brendan
it.
has a
Come back
brother
around.
named Nick.
Yeah.
And
I
Tony's
win.
basically family, so therefore Tony has a cousin named Nick.
True. You mean a brother?
A brother named Nick. Cousins and brothers.
All right.
Anyway, Tony.
Tony's
what's one?
prediction.
Yeah, you got 5. We need to hurry this up.
I'll start with the bold one.
Oh God.
Sony will preview the next version of PlayStation.
God damn it, Tony. That was my bold
Brandon. So
And they dropped the price of the Pro.
God damn it, you took mine now, you dick.
Yeah. Shots fired.
You
all right,
get
hold
2
on.
persons in one.
Okay, you ready for this? With Scorpio coming out, PS4 Pros will get a $50 price drop to make sure they stay ahead. That's my
That's the
prediction.
same
So,
as mine. Yep.
Tony, way to be a jackass.
Okay, so I'll go now. I think they're going to announce a PS4 Pro bundle with PlayStation VR at a discounted price. I couldn't come up with a price. I was kind of looking last night. I'm going to say $799.99 because I think if you bought them separately now, it would be like $1,000. But I think it's going to be like $800, and they're going to do like some kind of bundle where like here you get that Farpoint game maybe, and then you get the the PlayStation VR and a PS4 Pro.
Pretty cool.
Pretty cool.
So the price now for PS4 Pro is $399, right?
Yeah. And then
Yes,
I think the Slim is $250. Wait.
$299.99.
Oh yeah. Okay.
It's the same price as the S. Although the S, there's an actual model now that's. Oh, actually, no, that was a sale.
Yeah, it was
Oh, I forgot about
$250.
that part of my predictions.
Damn, $250 for sale. Let's see, Tony, give us another one since you took everyone. You took one from each of us. So
All right. Here's another bold one. This ain't gonna happen. So the Vita is basically dead at this point. Like, I mean, not dead, but like Sony doesn't really make new games for it. I think now for the Vita, the handheld.
oh, the Vita. Okay. Yeah.
I think now because of the Switch, they'll emphasize the Vita a little bit more, as in they'll mention it. They'll mention. I'm not saying like they'll be like, "This is the Vita section." They'll say, "Oh, these games also come out for Vita."
Yeah. What if it's a new one altogether?
No, they ain't doing that.
I did actually see somebody say that they.
Yeah, I thought I
they
saw a rumor
thought
about a new.
yeah,
handheld.
they're gonna make like a new Vita. So my cousin Nick says he thinks the OG Atari is making a comeback. You'll put it on 4K. The Atari 4K. That's what it's
Cartridges and all.
The
Oh, yep.
PlayStation 1 comes out and supports 4K. Yeah,
Good God. Parappa the Rappa. Oh, what? Oh, didn't that come out on digital?
PlayStation, not Atari, but yeah.
Well, well, Tony said PlayStation, so
Sorry.
whatevs.
Oh man.
Brandon, what's another one a year? Sorry,
Well,
wait. Justin didn't even get to make one. It got stolen from him. Or did you make one?
No, I made one.
Yeah.
The bundle.
I haven't
right.
made one yet since
Brandon,
Tony
you made
stole
one.
mine.
Well, I asked you that.
I'm gonna say that even though they said there wouldn't be anything to do with it, I'm gonna say there's gonna be a Death Stranding trailer. Did I say
Well,
this?
This
Yet another
Sony's
cool
as predictable
trailer
as
for
what it
Death
is.
Stranding, and we
Huh?
finally get a release time frame of 2019. That was my prediction. So
That's
therefore,
generous.
I'm down to one.
I guess what it just means is Sony's so predictable.
True. Nick says Pong for the win.
They predictably sold a lot of consoles too.
True. They did do that. I'm going to say my last one before you guys go again. Only one of the 4 games that I'm going to list announced for PS. So Last of Us Part 2, Spider-Man, Days Gone, and Detroit Become Human. Only one of those will be released in 2017 after they were already showed last year, and it's going to be Spider-Man in November. That's my prediction. So
Wrong.
I have a prediction that's close to that.
Oh, I'm gonna get my first.
Oh, go ahead, Justin. Yeah, before I say
I
what I
think
want
2
to.
of those are coming out this year. I think Days Gone is coming out in October. Knack 2 will be like their early one because Knack 2 was announced. That went under the radar. And then I think Spider-Man is going to be October.
So that's 3.
So, no, Days Gone's November. I swapped them. I think Spider-Man will be October.
Spider-Man October, Days
Maybe
Gone.
even earlier.
Yeah.
Spider-Man's gonna be next month, right after the movie comes out.
That would be a pretty
Oh,
big.
yeah.
They're like, what day would that be? So it comes out on the 7th, right?
Yeah.
Oh shit! 1 month from today. So they'll be like July 4th. Spider-Man comes out July 4th.
Oh
Damn,
man.
we ain't seeing no fireworks.
Only
Yeah,
fireworks we see is Spider-Man ones. Aaron and Melissa will be like, let's go. Fireworks will be like, yeah, we'll be there in a minute. 2 hours later.
Yeah.
That's exactly what would happen. All right, I am out of predictions.
I got
one more.
You got one more.
I got
Justin
one more,
has
too.
one more.
I
Okay.
got 2 more.
Damn.
God
All right,
damn,
Tony, give us one. No, wait, Tony, don't, because you probably stole somebody's. Brandon, go ahead.
All right, I'm gonna go. Since Justin mentioned that Sony likes to preview games so far ahead, I'm gonna say they announced Bloodborne 2.
Ooh.
I've heard that might be on the horizon somewhere.
On the Horizon Zero Dawn.
I'd buy it.
Yeah. I've never played the first one, so Justin, what's
Me?
what's your prediction?
I think we will see some Last of Us Part 2 gameplay, and they will announce it for late spring to early summer. Maybe they won't put a date on it, but they'll be like, spring, summer 2018. I think it's coming sooner than people think.
So then it gets delayed until October 2018.
Yeah.
Basically, is what you're saying?
Probably.
Okay. Makes sense. All right.
They're going to announce Last of Us Part 3 before 2 is even out.
Out this fall.
Right.
Spoilers.
All right, Tony, you got 2 left.
I'm gonna kind of change one. I think Microsoft. I think Sony.
See, he knows which one's right.
No, it has to do with Microsoft. I think Sony. I don't know which one. I think they'll have one of their big first-party games come out around the time of the Scorpio to kind of. Not to put it, just to kind of compete with the Scorpio. They have something to have their name out there.
See, that's kind of where I was going with my release schedule with Days Gone, and because they don't obviously know when Scorpio's coming out. So like Days Gone, maybe 1 month, Spider-Man another month, Knack 2 1 month, that Uncharted expansion maybe in like August, or I don't actually know if that has a date on it already, but like just kind of cover that span of fall from August, September, October, November, and have 4 games coming out. Then they kind of have cover all bases.
See, I want them to. I don't know if they should put like one of their like lesser exclusives out, because I don't want it might get overshadowed by the Scorpio, or should they put like their a bigger one out with it to kind of overshadow the Scorpio? I don't. Regardless, it won't overshadow the Scorpio, but something to kind of stay at pace with it.
So like what Justin said, when Spider-Man comes out in October around the same exact time that Scorpio does, October 13th. I don't know.
Did they move it just because of Shadow of War, Gal? Is that why?
It was actually just because of Spider-Man. They're like, shit, Sony has Spider-Man, so we got to move it.
Oh, October 13th. Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I don't know, but I think they might do that because I just forgot, because Horizon came out, I think the week the Switch came out.
Yes, it did come out
like the exact same week. Yeah. So, and it did pretty well still, regardless. So
yeah.
So if it did that good before a new Nintendo console came out,
but that's because there was only 2 fucking games for Nintendo that you could play.
Yeah.
I think there's only 2 Switches out.
Oh, there probably was only 2 Switches. So mark things. All right, Tony, what's your last one? Is your last one like a big one? We got like a
nah, not really. It's Sucker Punch, the team that makes Infamous. They will announce a new game that's not Infamous. They will announce a new game and show it. That'll be the Last of Us 2 this year.
It'll be just famous.
What is that? Game?
No, Branden, we call it Famous or Just Famous?
I don't know which one's better. I mean, I meant to just say famous, but I don't know. I feel like Just Famous sounds pretty good.
So it's a Kanye West game.
So it's glorious,
right? Glorious. I'm mad that I knew that, right? All right,
stuck in there.
It is stuck in there. So last thoughts on Sony before we get into Nintendo. What do you guys? I don't know. What would be? Let me go actually to my.
I'm nervous.
So here's one of my failures actually, which actually kind of goes into you're nervous, Tony. Is none of those PX4 exclusives come out this year, and everything's pushed. Yeah,
that was my failure.
Everything's pushed to 2018. Josh wants a new Infamous. That's not happening, Josh. No. It could happen. Could actually happen.
Get out.
They're tired.
Just keep watching.
Justin?
See, I could see that happening, though, because they have the exclusive deal for Destiny, for Battlefront 2, for FIFA, for shit. What else do they? Far Cry. They got like, I know that's spring of next year, but they have so many third-party deals, like marketing deals, that I almost feel like it's not that big of a deal if they didn't have that many exclusives come out this year. Like, they can almost afford it. Plus, they have such a big lead. But the only thing that you got to think about is Scorpio, because you don't honestly want to just let Scorpio come out and just dominate Holiday with nothing untouched. So I'm sure they'll have something there. My guess is Days Gone's probably the leader there because Days Gone, I kind of feel like is, I don't know. I personally, when I saw it, I was like, oh, this is okay. I wasn't really interested in it. So I could definitely see that coming out.
Okay. Well, so I think the big thing is how the Scorpio is supposed to be a lot more powerful than the Pro, right? Like there's supposed to be a difference. Like
yes, it is definitely more powerful. It's not as big as some people make it, but it is definitely more powerful.
Hang on,
now, especially in the GPU.
Hang on real quick. I have to just show you really quick. These are Josh's dreams, and I'm just going to crush them. Josh saw that.
That's pretty good.
All right, thanks.
Because I'm sure for like the Xbox exclusives, they're gonna look better, obviously. Well, but then again, they have to make sure they run on the one. So, but then the third parties, are they gonna make sure that the Pro and the Scorpio are like at parity? Are they gonna spend the resources to make the Scorpio because wouldn't that cost them a little more money to kind of make that one? Cause it would basically be another extra console they have to program for, as opposed to making them the Scorpio and the Pro at parity with each other.
That's people playing the Destiny drinking game. You're about to take a shot. That was one of the like stories and kind of controversies from the Destiny 2 reveal, because they only were talking about the Pro, and people are like, okay, were they only talking about the Pro? Because and people are like, well, Scorpio is more powerful. If it's the same as the Pro, if it's 4K 30 frames per second, then are they holding it back, or did it actually not run? So people are wondering like if that's actually a thing. Microsoft says it's not, but that doesn't mean it's for the third-party developers that they aren't doing that.
Well, I mean, Microsoft could have just said, "Don't talk about don't talk about anything. We don't want to say anything."
Right.
So.
There's a few
There's
definitely a few different things that could have like it could have just been because PlayStation was sponsoring the event that they didn't say anything. It could have been Scorpio saying, "Don't mention us, at all just yet. We want to talk about our own stuff." It could have been, a multitude of things. I think there's been a few games that either Microsoft or the developer has said that basically like they really want to use the extra power in that, and a lot of the power isn't just going to be for 4K and graphics. So I feel like there are some at least some third-party games that will be utilizing the extra power to do something. Like Microsoft wouldn't come up with this if they weren't expecting somebody to use the power, except for themselves, obviously.
Shadow 4 is one that they said that they're optimizing the game for Scorpio. Now, I don't know if that means it's going to be better on that than the Pro, but they've very definitely been saying like that game is going to be optimized for that.
You don't think it'll hamstring at all? Even the fact that they still have to develop for the One, kind of like how when the Xbox One and the PS4 first came out, how some developers were still developing for the PS3 and the Xbox 360. Because didn't that kind of what held Destiny back a little bit?
Yeah, but I think it's a little bit different because it's the PS4 and the Xbox One are more of a PC architecture. So I think it'll be kind of like how on a PC game where you can run at low settings or high settings. It's kind of like the PS4 Pro. It has the boost mode for games where it boosts it up to 4K. It's gonna be something like that, I think, where like basically games like I didn't talk about this with Microsoft, but I feel like Halo 5, Forza Horizon 3, they'll get an update when Scorpio comes out, and you'll have maybe in the settings you'll have to click like Scorpio mode, or maybe you'll do it automatically. I don't know, but they'll probably tell us. But I think that's what's going to kind of be, is that it won't be, they obviously won't be able to take advantage of the full power, because it's just, if they take advantage of the Scorpio, the regular one doesn't have it. So, or the same thing with the Pro even. It's, with the regular PS4, it's like they can't fully use that power, because if they do, then it's not going to run. But I could see them, at least with visuals, having different visual settings.
Yeah, I think it's a very interesting time right now, because like we're at a point where like Sony can't release like a Pro now. Either they have, at this point, they have to release a new like a PS5. So like at this point, like we're kind of at a point where like Sony will release a new gen console. So does Xbox? What do they do now? Since they're gonna release a console now. Like we're kind of at the, it's kind of splitting, deviating at this point.
The thing is like Xbox or Microsoft's really pushing gaming without generations, where it almost seems like they're just going to do this continually. I think if Sony were like, oh, hey, PlayStation 5 next year, if that's crazily happened, I think what would happen is that they'd say, okay, we're going to allow developers to make Scorpio-only games, because Scorpio is already powerful enough to be, I think, a next-gen console. Because I don't know if you've seen some of the Forza Horizon screens.
Unlimited power.
It's like some of the screens I've seen from Forza, like you can't tell it's fake. Like or that's a game. Or like same thing with Horizon Zero Dawn. Like some of the screenshots, you're like, damn, that looks fucking almost photorealistic. It's like they don't have much further to go in graphics. So I could see them being like, okay, well, they're doing this. Instead of coming out with a new console right away, we're just going to let them make Scorpio-only games.
So like they have like a switch in there that's kind of like, all right, next gen. Like they're gonna like they're gonna kind of like keep the power at a certain level. Then once PS5 comes out, they can say, okay, now we can match them. They're future proofing themselves, kind of.
Maybe that's the thing, is it's weird because Sony has made it very clear there will be a PS5, whereas Xbox has not made it clear there'll be something after the Xbox One. They've kind of said like no more they're almost going like with a cell phone model, where like every maybe you just keep upgrading your cell phone. Then just like iPhone, eventually the update doesn't support the older ones, so those ones are dead at that point. But it's like a few down the line. So, but I think the gaming consoles, you couldn't do that, because if they made something that was a big jump from the Xbox One to the Scorpio, from the Scorpio to whatever's next, at that point, the original one wouldn't work. You would be holding it back too much, I feel like.
Hey, Brandon, do you have any comments on this? Because
I don't know. Like I'm so immersed in their conversation. Like I mean, like how I think it also hinders on how much advancement there is with the TVs in general.
Yeah,
8K TVs.
Yeah, I mean, like how much more higher quality can they really get? I mean, I guess we never really know until they make the advancements. But
yeah, well, I was actually gonna kind of add on to that is how much really like more powerful could PlayStation make a console? Like we're almost on par kind of with PCs. Like obviously you can get really, really good PCs, but that's what the thing with Scorpio is I think they were trying to make it so that Scorpio and playing on Windows 10 PCs is virtually the same, I think is where they were trying to get at.
Now, that's another, well, not to deviate a little bit. Does that hurt Microsoft at all? The fact that, because at this point, all the exclusives are going to be on the PC. You can buy it on a Windows 10 PC at this point.
I don't think it hurts.
The exclusives. What? All the exclusives.
Yeah, all their exclusives should be
and actually
play anywhere.
I know like Shadow of War that supports Play Anywhere. I think they're pushing for more third parties to do it too. I don't know if there's anything yet, but I know Shadow of War is a Play Anywhere title.
Yeah.
Does that hurt them a little bit? Because you can have a person, say like me, if I had a good enough PC, would I be like, okay, well, I don't need an Xbox. I can just buy the games. I mean, for Microsoft, it doesn't matter because the games get bought.
Exactly.
But then you're not buying the hardware though.
Yeah, but then you already own a Microsoft PC though, so you've already paid your Microsoft dues. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. You'd have a Windows 10 PC, and I'm sure.
But I mean,
I'm sure if you bought if you go and buy like a Dell, like an Alienware or something, I'm pretty sure that Dell makes them. That if you buy it with Microsoft already installed, then Microsoft gets a cut of that. Yeah. So it's kind of like
they get as much of a cut as opposed to like buying let's say a $500 Xbox. Do they get the
Well, at that point, it depends on how much the Xbox costs to make.
Yeah, because that was what I was going to say is because the one thing with like Nintendo has said it in the past, I think Sony has said it in the past, is like hardware is not where they make their money. They barely sell those for like much profit. It's the games where they make tons of money off of.
Melissa, hi Melissa.
Hey, hope you're on your way home. Baby's still asleep.
I'm about to say which Melissa? Which?
She said greetings from CHS graduation. Well, greetings to you, Melissa.
Oh, you're still there? Son of a bitch. This baby's a time bomb.
Yeah,
but yeah, like
this baby's a time bomb.
But yeah,
why am I yelling?
Did you wake your baby up, or does she have the baby?
No, he's got.
No, I have the baby.
But yeah, it's just because like you saying, Justin, I think they are trying to do the cell phone model, which I'm not ready for yet. Like the cell phone, I can handle it.
He wasn't ready.
Because like with the cell phone, I'm buying that hardware, but it's just like I'm not buying anything extra. When I buy a console, I'm spending $60 here, $60 there, I'm adding more on to that piece of hardware.
Some people spend $60 in Candy Crush.
Good guy.
See, to be honest, I'm not. When I first heard it, I was like, okay, that's kind of cool. Like, but at the same time, it's like you're still paying for a new console. It's pretty cool that they're talking about gaming without generations. I was like, oh, that's kind of a cool idea. Like that everything that we have now will work forward. But the reverse of that is that then they're also making it work backwards. And I'm like,
that's like holding them back a little bit. I personally
would love more if like there was PS4 Pro games and Xbox One Scorpio games. They're only that. Like maybe not right away, but I'm hoping that eventually, like maybe not even next year, but the year after, like 2019, they start going, okay, we got some Scorpio exclusive. Like these are just for this system, because otherwise it's kind of like, I don't know. I guess we'll see how powerful it is and how much better it looks once I actually have it. But it's one of those things where it's like, you're not going to get as much of a jump if it's tethered back. And at first I liked it, and now I'm like, I'm not so sure, because you still got to pay the $400, $500, $600 that you would pay for like an Xbox 2 or 720 or whatever the fuck they're going to call the next one. But you're paying that same price, but you're getting basically a higher upgraded version of what you have.
Yeah. And you got to think in the sense of like, so you two know the difference of what it would be, and you two are going to buy the new one. But if you take like a mother or like a father who doesn't really know, they're going to Best Buy is like, oh, so what's the difference? Oh, it's just 4K. So I can still play this game on my son can still play this game on Xbox he has now. Yeah. Okay. Well then we don't have a 4K TV, so whatever. We don't care.
Yeah.
Microsoft has said that they're targeting a specific audience with Scorpio. They're targeting a specific gamer
They're
audience.
targeting us.
Yeah.
Basically. People like us that want the best thing ever, or the best version of what they have. Because like on the one podcast, Xbox podcast I listen to, shout out to IGN's podcast and Live. They don't need it. They have a million fans. Anyways, they have Phil Spencer on there, and he said, I'm not in some fancy world where I think the Scorpio is going to outsell the Xbox One S this holiday, because he knows if a mom goes in and asks the Best Buy employee or asks Mark at GameStop, and he's going to go meh. Xbox One S is $250. The Scorpio is $400 or $500. She's going to go, why? Oh, it does 4K, and then she's going to be like, all right, give me the S if he can play, and he can play everything. Yeah, okay. Like Tony was saying, that's exactly what's going to happen.
But then if somebody goes in and they're like, what's the difference? He's like, it's going to play 60 FPS Destiny 2 on 4K, and it's got 6 teraflops of power, and it's got a GPU with a MGQ and a CPU-G. And...
Can we start calling boobs teraflops? Is that something we can do?
Only if her name is Tara.
Yeah, let me see them gigs.
Only if your name is Tara. Tara from Walking Dead had some teraflops.
She actually has some big teraflops.
She's got more than teraflops. She's got like 9 teraflops.
Steve, are you a spokesperson for Bungie? Because I feel like I feel like you're getting paid right now.
The other thing too is like something to consider with PC is like, and the thing is even with TVs, like at CES this year in Las Vegas, there was 10K and 12K TVs talked about.
Yeah.
Like they won't be affordable for 5-6 years probably. Like the way 4K is affordable now, but it's like it's one of those things where like it's gonna happen. And then eventually the systems are gonna go and move that way. And then like on PC, like you can do like 120 frames per second and shit on some games. Like
uncapped frame rate for Destiny.
Uncapped, like whatever your freaking chick can handle, it can do. The one thing about console that's always been an advantage of console over PC is it's a controlled environment, so you don't have to worry about viruses or this or that or any other types of shit or things not working. Because think about like Mass Effect Andromeda, when that came out, it wasn't running really well on PC. No Man's Sky, like we talked about earlier, wasn't running really well on PC because there was just errors with the way it was supposed to run because it's got to run for so many different things. And I'm worried that with the Scorpio and the Pro that eventually maybe that could be an issue if they keep going this way with this model, because now you got, say they get a third one down the road. Now it's 3 things that are all supposed to run the same thing. It's like, okay, at one point something's going to get fucked up.
Yeah. I think to kind of wrap, because I feel like Nintendo might go down the same road. I feel like Nintendo might be a long one too for some reason.
We're getting off of E3. I think more into
We're only at an hour 45.
I know.
But like just like to put a pin on it, I think the next like 2-3 years is gonna be very interesting. I think it'll decide whether we go to this new model or if the company's just like, all right, no, we'll keep it to like a 5-year, like a 5 or 6 year span, and we'll just do PS5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, Xbox 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So it'll be very interesting to see.
Well, the next 2-3 years will definitely be interesting because we're going to see Justin eating a tube of toothpaste.
My final thought on this is that just yesterday I wrote a story about I think it was
a story?
I read a story. Yes, I can read. Anyways, I guess one of the PlayStation execs or whatever was did an interview with Time Magazine, and he had stated that right now 1 in 5 of their PS4 sales is a Pro. And he's like, because people just want the best running thing. They just want the best.
Right.
So they don't, they just look, some people just look at the price and they just got money to spend and they're just like, oh, that one's 500 and this one's 300. Well, that one must be better, so I'll spend $500. Like they don't. That's their research.
I have yet to feel that way about a Pro.
That's true. Hey, Josh, how's that Mac going that you bought that you don't ever use?
Ooh,
you guys remember that one, right? All right. Let's move on to Nintendo before we lose everybody. And Brandon has to go to sleep. So
what about Sega?
You can stay back for 30 minutes.
No, we're just doing Nintendo. All right, I'll start it off. I got actually 3 pretty bold ones. So my first one is they're going to take everybody by surprise. They're going to announce Pokemon Stars on the Switch. It's going to get released this November with the Sun and Moon sequel.
You really want that, don't you? You really want that, don't you?
Oh, man.
Yeah. So that's one of my previews. You guys obviously don't agree with me, so screw you guys.
Yeah.
Why wouldn't they have said something? It was yesterday.
They're trying to keep a surprise.
So I just before we started this, I was watching the Nintendo Voice Chat, another IGN podcast, and they kind of did make a comment of like, oh, well, maybe they kind of got the 3DS stuff out of the way now, and
yeah, did you not notice
there's going to be
the 30 seconds that they were like, oh, by the way, we have Sun and Moon Ultra. Like that's all.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah, they were saying like they might just be trying to get that. But just we're going to mention 3DS now, so then maybe Pokemon Switch, a legit Pokemon on the Switch,
right.
that can be during E3.
Yeah, so that's my prediction. What you got, Brandon?
Well, mine was the opposite of yours. I'm gonna say there's no Pokemon Stars announced.
Cut.
Mine, a couple of mine are negative for Nintendo, actually.
But it's not as bad as EA. You keep talking. I'll be right back.
I guess I'll go into my next prediction. I think it's only rumored right now, but there's a rumor of a Super Smash Brothers, and I think a lot of people are expecting it to be a new game. I'm gonna say it's only a remastered,
like Kart.
Motherfucker,
yeah.
You skipped me. I let you skip me, and you took my fucking line.
I'm gonna say sorry, man. It's not a new Smash Brothers. It's just a remastered.
So
yeah, I think it's gonna be a port, and they're gonna add some new characters, some new stages, maybe a new mode, and that's just what it's gonna be. It's gonna be new Super Mario or Smash. What are the last one on the Wii U and the 3DS was? It's gonna be that, but for Switch.
So what's the name of our
like they did with Mario Kart and kind of they did with Pokken Tournament? It's gonna be the same thing.
What's the name of our podcast?
Same Person Radio.
Okay, here's my Nintendo one word for word. Super Smash Bros. Port to be released in spring 2018 on the Switch with a few extra characters.
So
word for word. So
if they do these for Kart, do you think they'll make a Mario Kart 9 for the Switch? Since they have a kart game for Switch.
Yes, I just think it'll be a few years off.
Yeah, 2 years.
Okay.
All right, Justin.
Tony,
have you had a?
No, I haven't.
Okay, yeah. Well, Justin had one taken away from him already. So
yeah, sorry.
Okay.
I will say these are all actually. One is bold. The other 3 are I have 4. The other 3 are whatever. I would say they will announce the virtual console will be announced. This is a prediction and a dream. It will be the virtual console will be announced and available right after their 30-minute direct, whatever it is.
Ooh,
I like that.
I need that. I need it. They need to release that now. For God's sakes.
Have you guys heard that vacuum that turned on?
And you know what's funny is Tony got louder and actually sounded super clear when he's talking.
Yeah. Josh, I'm not talking like Pikachu, so screw you.
Pikachu!
Oh my God.
All right, Justin, what's
Pika!
what are you doing over there?
That's Pikachu trying to take a shit.
I'm okay.
True.
Anywho, I'm gonna say this one, even though I was gonna say it for last, because I don't want it to get stolen by someone. I believe a new game in the Metroid series will be announced. It won't be out this year. It'll probably be out next year as kind of like their big title. But Metroid is one of my favorite series of all time. I love Metroid Prime. I would love if they just brought Metroid 1, 2, and 3, did a remastered collection, and brought that for this year. I'd be fucking, I'd buy a Switch for that, to be honest.
All right, here you go, word for word. Metroid gets a full game the size of Zelda on the Switch that is set to release in early 2018. We get to see a trailer.
Here, and I'll add something else. It's going to be open world like Zelda. Boom. Done.
That's why, yeah, well, that's... All right, I don't have any more predictions, so you guys can keep talking.
I got one for you. To kind of stick to the Metroid thing, I think Nintendo will release retro versions of Metroid, Castlevania, and I added Final Fantasy in there. Will release for the Switch, so there'll be new games, but they will be in the older the original styles of all those games.
So it'll be 8-bit?
No, not 8. So it'll be it won't be like Metroid Prime. It'll be like Super Metroid in that same like side-scrolling.
Okay. Oh, so
Okay.
like
So kind of like what they did with
Castlevania,
like,
the Sympathy of the Night, like
okay.
that kind of thing.
so kind of like New Super Mario Brothers, how that was a side scroller, but like
Yeah,
new.
yeah,
They'll do like
it'll-
a
yeah. So
that'd be cool actually if they did a Metroid one. That'd be down with that too.
yeah, so and my
Wait.
the last.
Let
oh, sorry,
Brandon go
ahead,
for you.
Brandon.
Oh, no, he can go. He can go. I'm trying to come up with a new one. My last one was stupid.
What was it? You got to tell it now.
Yeah,
I mean, it was just like something about a new controller, basically.
Like an
What was that?
you got enough. They got too many controllers. Well, you can say they're. I'm sure they'll release like the little skins for the Joy-Cons.
Yeah.
And so my last two, they'll give the release date for Mario Odyssey. They'll give like the specific day, and
December
then
12th.
yeah, December 31st, 2016. And then I think they'll cut the price on all the DSs, whatever, all the DSs that are out now.
Didn't they come out with a new one?
The 2DS,
The
it was
2DS
just it was like
XL?
a giant DS.
Yeah, it's a giant 2DS, I think.
Okay, I'll give you a bold. Here's a bold one. This will never happen. This is a dream. This will never happen. They'll bring back the Game Boy name.
Ooh.
I mean, they won't because they have the Switch and they have the DS. But I say they'll bring the Game Boy name back.
Game Boy SP Switch,
The Switch Boy.
right?
The Switch
Game
DS.
Switch.
All right.
Game Switch.
Justin,
They were-
Brandon looks like he's still thinking. Do you have your final one?
Yep. Give me a second. Pull it back up. Okay. This is also a dream. Luigi's Mansion 2 for the Switch will be announced. Or new, it doesn't have to be called 2, but it'll be a new Luigi's Mansion because I love that one in the GameCube. I want to play a new Luigi's Mansion. They did one for the DS, and I heard that was good too. So bring me another one.
I buy it.
That was actually one of my predictions. I think I deleted it for some reason because I figured somebody else would say it. What was, I know we're kind of going on. What was the game on Super Nintendo? It was like, Where in the World is Mario or something? It was a game basically you played as Luigi and you had to find
Yeah.
Mario.
Mario's
Yeah.
missing
Yeah. That'd be pretty
Yeah,
cool if they made another
Mario's
game like
missing.
that.
something.
I think that'd be pretty cool. Brandon, you got one more? You got a last one?
All right, we'll say like right after they talk about Switch Online, they'll announce SNES Classic.
I like that.
There you go. Yep, Mario's
I
missing.
like that.
I don't want a class. I want a virtual console. God damn it! I don't need a classic anymore.
That's why I said it'll be right after the online where they're showing all the old games you can play, and then they'll be like, "Oh wait, we'll also have the new Classic coming out, where you can play all these old games on there too."
So my last failure that I had was actually Nintendo related. My if it doesn't happen, I think it would be big failures. If
Can I
Nintendo
guess?
doesn't, sure.
That there won't be a Pokemon game for the Switch.
Ever.
That definitely would be, yeah, that would actually be pretty depressing. No, it was that they don't announce at least 2 of their major characters' games to come out this year. So
like no Metroid and
so
no.
Metroid, Pokemon, Zelda, well, Mario we already know, so not including Mario. So like any other ones, I can't even think of any.
Kirby, Yoshi.
Kirby,
Donkey Kong.
Yoshi, any of them.
Donkey Kong.
Donkey Kong. Yeah, if they don't
Kong
come
Race
with
on
any of
Switch.
those this year, then I think it's a failure.
I think they need just maybe one. I think Mario is big enough because we haven't had like
Well, they got the Mario and the Rabbids thing.
the
Yep.
It's probably coming out, right? Or announced.
I don't know. I think maybe they
Say
need
that.
one more game, like something else during the summer, because I think Mario will carry the fall.
Pokemon.
Splatoon.
Pokemon.
Arms.
So I have
Arms
another,
just came out.
my
Is it-
dream for Nintendo was that they're going to announce the RPG for the Switch, whether it be a Sun and Moon sequel or something completely new, or this would be awesome for me is if they take Red, Blue, and Green, obviously that was in Japan, and remaster those for the Switch. Like it's a similar game, like obviously the old Kanto and everything like that, but it's like for the Switch.
Mhm.
RPG.
Same
And then,
story
like-
and everything.
Yeah, maybe a little bit, extra because of obviously the
More-
power it has
yeah.
now over the Game Boy. But same similar story.
Damn,
Rock,
I didn't
Misty.
even. Damn, I didn't even think of that. You could like take your Switch like to a party. More than one person has a Switch. You could just battle with two
Right.
Switches.
Yeah.
Right.
God damn.
You wouldn't have to have the link cable anymore. You could just.
Wasn't there something announced about Pokemon Yellow?
It's coming on the virtual console.
It's
Oh,
already,
Yeah.
3DS.
it's already on there. I own it.
Is it? They even said something about
No, it's
Yeah, I
gold
could've
and
sworn it was-
silver. Gold and
Oh,
silver
silver
on the
okay.
virtual console. Yeah, I have S.
Lenovo for
Yeah,
Switch.
obviously I have yellow. Obviously. Anyway, anything
So-
else? Anybody? Nintendo?
How are you guys feeling about Nintendo right now?
Meh.
I feel
When you brought it over the house and we played it, it was really
Yeah.
fun. We only
Hey-
played Mario Kart, but it was fun.
I think it's still what it's always been is a great group console. Like it's a great like entertainment for groups.
I don't
Like
know.
maybe not excluding Legend of Zelda. That's obviously a really good solo player game, but I still feel like the winners like are the like Mario Karts and Smash Brothers.
We didn't
and
even
stuff
mention
like
a Mario Party.
That was my next
Oh, yeah.
prediction.
Oh shit! I
Oh, you got-
Justin.
Wait,
Damn,
I
will you
thought
guys let Justin talk?
you were about to finish up with
Me and
Nintendo.
Tony were going back and
Well, I
forth for a while there. So
I said, does anybody have anything else? Justin could have been
Me-
like, I have one more prediction.
Me and Justin about to go again. Go ahead.
All right,
Well,
sorry,
Tony
Justin.
should talk. Anyways, yeah, my prediction was that there'll be a new Mario Party for the Switch. And I'll just add to it, and it'll utilize the Joy-Cons in some way. Wow.
I think kind of not to disagree with Brandon. I agree with him on what like the Switch has made it like really fun to play with other people. I think it also does like playing by yourself really good too. Because even some of the other games like Shovel Knight, even though it's been on the consoles, like I like playing it as a handheld by myself. It's really nice to play. Even on the dock mode, it's really cool to play.
Mhm.
I think they've done it. I think they've done handheld and like I think they've done single player and multiplayer like that stuff well with the Switch. They just need to release games for it.
So yeah, I was gonna say, Tony, do you think the appeal of the games is also that it's mobile, that you can
Yes.
take it wherever?
Yes.
So
Yes.
like, if you're done, like if on say on Xbox, you were like, we're playing like obviously not Xbox, we were playing Zelda on the Wii U,
Yes.
and you want to go, you were playing Destiny, and you want to go, you're like, man, I'm tired, I kind of want to go lay in bed, but I want to keep playing. You can actually do that. You can go
Yeah.
get in bed and keep playing.
Yeah, that's like a big thing. Especially like I can like just say since where I'm at now, they're selling it. They're selling the house I'm at now, and I had to leave. There was one day like I had to leave, but like I didn't have any. I was like, I'm not going anywhere. So I just sat out in the parking lot in my car and just played my Switch for like an hour.
There
And
you
I'm
go.
like, that is kind of like just the fact that I could do that is kind of cool.
hmm
Like-
Now,
But
go ahead.
No, go ahead, Brian. Go ahead.
I was gonna say, are there many games where, like what Steven was saying, where I want to get off the big screen and lay down or whatever? Are there many games where you're like drawn to want to actually do that? Like,
All of them. Like
All
all
of
the ones
them?
I have. I mean, not like all the games I have now. I am like I use the handheld mode a lot more than the dock mode. It is kind of like even the fact I'll just go upstairs and sit on the couch and just play. Like I never sit upstairs here. I'll go upstairs, sit on the couch, and just play on the Switch for a little bit.
But you don't want to move your $90 piece of plastic?
Nope. So, but I don't know. It's just I don't know what it is about it. Like I have not cared like legit like since the GameCube. I could care less. I did not care about Nintendo at all.
Yeah.
Like even with the Wii U, I didn't really care about. Like I don't know what it is about the Switch. There's something about it, and even like if you just see on like the web, people are reacting differently to it. Like even though it doesn't have that many, it has a lot of games out for it now. But even though it doesn't have like a lot of the big games, people are still like it's still seen as very positive in a positive light.
Yeah. I've heard it's pretty good. I'd like to get one, especially when they come out with a Pokemon RPG Red and Blue remake this
See,
fall.
I wouldn't be getting a Scorpio if it wasn't for me canceling my Switch pre-order. And part of me is like, man, I kind of want to get a Switch, but another prediction for Nintendo, I guess, would be I think there'll be a Mario Odyssey bundle.
Mm-hmm.
and it'll still be the same. What is it? $299.99 or whatever it is.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But it'll come with that game. And if that's the case, I would definitely be like, okay, that's what I
Hey,
want for
Melissa,
Christmas.
Christmas time.
Yeah, Christmas. Give me that. Give me that Zelda. Give me that Mario Kart.
So
Give me that
We-
Pokemon Red.
Jesus.
Blue.
And-
I know. That's why I said red for you, because I'm getting blue. So
But I'm getting blue.
hashtag same person.
Jesus Christ.
And my first
So
Pokemon will be Charmander, and yours will be Squirtle, and that's how it can be different.
Yup.
Anyway, sorry. You were saying?
How do you think? Like, do you think after this console, like, can they go to something else after this? Like, I know it's hard to say, like, oh, with the Wii, they're gonna stay with motion. Well, I guess the Switch has motion control in the controller. Like, will they stay with like the hybrid? Because I feel like that is the selling.
Yeah,
point
I
for it.
mean, if it's successful as you were saying, and it's as enjoyable as
Mhm.
like you've said it is compared to other ones in the past, I don't see why they would go back to anything else.
So what do
Here's
they
my
do with
one
the-
argument. Here's my one, like, devil's advocate kind of argument against that. The Wii was like super successful, and they didn't
But
go back to that necessarily. They evolved on it, and then the Wii U didn't do very well.
I think the Wii U was them trying to get to the Switch, but they couldn't get to it yet. I think they were like in the middle, and then I think the Wii also like appealed to like the casual people because our friend Brittany, they had a Wii and they used it. I don't feel like she could care less about like games, but
When
the
you
Wii
said
was something-
they used it, you mean Wii Sports?
Yeah,
yeah,
Wii bowling.
Wii bowling. That's,
Yeah.
that's basically all that was. My mom has a Wii for Wii bowling.
My
Yeah.
mom does too.
yeah. I think
and,
the Switch,
and Rock Band.
yeah,
Oh.
I think the Switch kind of gets to like it's kind of like for the gamer now.
Yeah.
But I think it still has like the thing to get like those people.
It has I think it has the ability to get like to be a family console and like,
Mhm.
hey guys, we're gonna sit down and we're gonna play Mario Kart tonight. Everybody gets a $45 Joy-Con. Here you go, and then the whole family plays. Like I feel like it has the potential to do that, but it's just not there yet.
What do you think they kill the DS? Because they have to at some point.
Not
If
anytime
they have-
soon. If
5
they've got
years.
the Ultra announced.
No.
Right. What's that, Justin? You got to go down a little bit. What?
Can you see how many views this video has?
No.
2.
739.
What video?
The one
What
we're doing right now.
Wait, is that on Facebook or YouTube?
That's on Facebook. So we're definitely going to live stream more episodes from now on.
We've had like 4 consistently for the past hour. Now we're down to 3, but
Jesus Christ!
Well, people that watch, thank you. Because moving on.
yeah.
I think this is. I think this is a good episode. Very good episode.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Nintendo, I think they kind of have to do what Sony did last year too, just like Microsoft does. I think they literally just need to kind of like, because the one thing that always people say about the Switch is that there's nothing to play on it, even though that's not even really a true straight statement. If you look, there's good stuff to play, whether it's an indie game or whatever. There is good stuff to play it, and I do think, like Tony's saying, like to be able to, it does master that kind of like that multiplayer, single player dynamic where you can bring it to a friend's house and you have the controllers right there.
Yeah.
Whereas, usually, like if you want to bring your Xbox to someone's house, it's kind of a hassle, to be honest. Because you got to bring the big box and that. It's kind of a smaller thing. It's not like a huge hassle, but it's it's something. It's easier. So, and then if you just want to sit in bed before you go to bed and kind of just play Zelda, you can do it. You don't need your TV. But I think they need to make more games for it.
Yeah.
So I just think they just need to really kind of some of their star franchises. I would be fine with new IPs too. I mean, that's fine too. That ARMS game people have said is really fun. I think that I've started seeing reviews for that today. They need to come out with a Pokemon Snap though.
Hey, you
Pokemon Snap, dude.
Pokemon Go 2 on the Switch.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a version of Pokemon Go.
Yeah.
That'd be pretty. Well, you'd have to have Wi-Fi though.
I mean, it has Wi-Fi.
But-
I mean, like,
What,
Yeah,
that's what I'm saying. You
that
can't
makes
walk
sense.
around DC with your Switch.
Unless,
I mean,
yeah.
you know.
I mean, unless, well, no, I don't know. I was gonna say maybe you can download your surrounding area. I don't know. That wouldn't work though.
Nah,
they just make Pokemon Snap.
See,
Pokemon Snap. I think.
And actually, Pokemon Go is getting a big update
Yep.
to its AR on at least on iOS. I don't know about.
Yeah.
That's what Apple was saying, I guess.
Yeah.
Just to kind of keep on the Pokemon.
Preview for Sunday, maybe.
Maybe.
Yeah. So I think we've come to an overall theme that this E3, no matter what conference or presentation, it's got to be games. I feel like
Except
we've
Sony.
gotten.
Yeah, I think
Well,
they
it's
can
like-
kind of.
well,
I think Sony can just do what they want to do. They can kind of show what they did last year, I feel like.
Yeah, which
Just
was
elaborate.
games basically. But what I'm saying is, besides Scorpio, like literally, there's no new consoles. It should just be what it always should have been. I think is games. So I
Mhm.
feel like that's what we're gonna get, and we're gonna get a lot of it. What is one last like? What's your one biggest thing you want to see from E3? Brandon, number one thing you want to see happen.
Thing I want to see happen. Fuck it. Kingdom Hearts 3. I want to see. Shit, I don't even know. I don't even know if I'll
Something?
go as optimistic as a release date. I'll just want to see like a trailer
That
that
it's
shows
in
actual
progress?
story. You
Oh.
know, I mean, not like a small gameplay, just like, you know, something that we know there's like real firm
Yeah, tangible
so-
something.
yes in place.
All right, Kingdom Hearts 3 for
That's
Brandon.
I mean, I didn't play all those little .1s and .2s or 2.1s and stuff like that. I've only played the main series, but they're definitely some of my two of my favorite games. So hopefully there's something soon from that, and hopefully it's on Xbox. I don't know why it wouldn't be, but
Right.
Yeah, I think they confirmed it is.
All right, Justin, number one.
So this is just the number one thing that I think is actually plausible, or just
No, you want to happen. Overall, if you're not ready, we can go to Tony.
to be honest, it's kind of something that is plausible. I want to see Xbox come out and not just show things we know about, but I really just want them to show me reasons why it makes sense for me to buy a Scorpio. I'm going to buy it regardless just because it's the way I am, and I'm an Xbox fan, and I just want to have the latest, greatest thing. And I actually just got a 4K TV, so now I definitely want to use the most of that power. But I
When
want them to
somebody-
show me things.
I was say when somebody asks you why you bought it, you have a specific
Right.
reason to explain to them why.
Because I just, Sony has been just knocking it out of the park this generation. They've done a real good job. Even when they fuck up, no one even gives a shit. Like the Pro doesn't have an HD Blu-ray player, but not an HD, a 4K Blu-ray player. No one gives a shit. Literally, no one cares. But if that was Xbox, people are like, oh, just another reason why Xbox sucks. I want them to turn that around, I guess, is what ultimately I want to see. Is that I want I don't know. I know they probably will never close that 25 million or whatever it is sales gap. But I just want them to actually people will be like, okay, Xbox doesn't suck. Because they've kind of been really going into this E3, I think they have the biggest mystery surrounding them because we don't really know what's going on. Because usually they have a Halo or a Gears or one of their main tentpole franchises, and Fable's kind of on the ice right now. No one knows what's going on. They own it, but that last game got shelved. So it's one of those things where we don't really know what's coming this year. So it's kind of and Scorpio's coming out, so something's got to be coming out. Otherwise, it'd be kind of weird from the launch, their mid-generation thing with nothing. So besides Forza, because let's be honest, to be honest, I don't even think I'll buy it. If it's not Forza Horizon, I probably won't buy it at launch. Just even though it'll probably look spectacular and be great, I'll play the demo over and over and over again, maybe. But I don't really want to buy that game until it goes on sale because it's not the closed circuit thing. I'm just past that now that there's open world racing games. So
Right.
It's just one of those things where I want to see them come out and be like, here's why you want a Scorpio this year and in the future. And if they announced a Knights of the Old Republic and it was exclusive to Xbox, that would be another one. But
Yeah.
even if it was a remaster of the first two, totally be down with that as well.
Yep.
So this needs to be their PS4, Justin. This needs to be it's so funny. I'm sorry, I know we're running long.
Yeah.
It's so funny this is flip flopped. How this is the PS4 is the 360 and the Xbox One is basically the PS3 now, and
Yep.
how it's kind of crazy how easily that flip flopped, and how it could flip flop again. Xbox, the Scorpio could be what the PS4 was for Sony. So, and for me, virtual console. That's Give me that, and I'll be happy.
Virtual console like that day.
I want it. Don't give me no fall 2017 bullshit. I want it. I want it after their direct, right after.
That would be pretty cool. Justin, you kind of said mine. I was gonna say the Pokemon thing on the Switch, but I don't have a Switch. So Knights of the Old Republic 3 is my big dream. I think
would be pretty awesome, actually.
Another thing that kind of goes along with what I was saying. I know IO Interactive, the people that made Hitman, is up for sale. If Xbox could buy them and make them an exclusive, like, developer for them, a first-party developer, and then it made, like, maybe kind of the next Hitman, that series, because I haven't played that yet. It's on my list, but everyone I hear that talks about it says it's a great, great game. So, to be honest, I really wish that Tomb Raider would become exclusive, because Rise of Tomb Raider was a year exclusive on Xbox, and to be honest, I thought it was their answer to Uncharted, and I feel like if they could secure a game like that, it doesn't necessarily have to be Tomb Raider, but they need their Uncharted, and that was their Uncharted, but it was something that eventually was coming to PS4. So I kind of think they need to fill some of those gaps that Sony is doing right now.
Yeah, I feel like I kind of want to see something fresher, more like for example with Horizon with PS4. Like I think I want to see new faces, not just like exclusive gaining exclusive rights to games that are already out or that have existed before. I think I would more like to see the new content, new characters, and everything like that.
Because you see, it works with Horizon. It's worked.
Yeah,
so.
exactly.
That it does.
No more reboots.
If you think about Xbox, like Sunset Overdrive was one of their biggest games so far on this gen. That was a brand new IP.
Right.
So it's like, I even say Forza Horizon, even though it started back on 360, it really didn't pick up till Xbox One came out. Now that's like now everyone likes that better than Motorsport, whereas before Motorsport was the thing. So, and I think they definitely need to, they can't rely on Master Chief and the Phoenix family and all that fucking shit. Like, they need to spread that open, because if you think about the games we were talking about for Sony, Spider-Man, that's not really it's an existing IP, but it's not like an existing series on Sony. And I'm sure if it performs well, it will get a sequel. Days Gone is a new thing. That Detroit game is a new thing. Like, all the things we were talking about earlier, other than like Last of Us.
And God of War, which you never mentioned.
Oh yeah,
right. Yeah, God of War. But then they're doing Norse mythology this time instead of Roman. So it's like that's kind of taking something and making it new. So they're just, Sony's just doing everything right lately, and Microsoft needs to start doing it right, because otherwise they're just gonna, it's just, this generation's done for them, and they're gonna have to make a new console eventually. Then
right.
Well, guess we'll have to see. Starting Saturday, 3:00. I'm pretty excited.
Plenty of oh shits on our group chat.
Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit!
Yeah.
Oh snap! Oh.
We'll see it. We'll see. Maybe we'll just Facebook Live our reactions. Like, we'll just be watching it and we could Facebook Live it.
24-hour Facebook.
There we go.
that works very well.
Well, shit, this one's almost 24 hours. Damn.
Right?
It's only 2 hours and 15 minutes.
Brandon's supposed to go hour, but good about 15 minutes ago.
We have 785 views. I don't know where all these views are coming from, but they're being seen.
Did somebody close it, reopen it, close, reopen, close, reopen?
Probably.
I don't care. I'll take it.
All right. Well, I think thank you to everybody who watched, who logged into the Facebook Live and to the YouTube. Thanks for everybody who commented: Josh, Mike, Melissa, Nick, Marie, cousin Luke.
Luke Duke.
Thanks. Please subscribe and like the page. Follow the page. Let us know on the pages. We also have a Twitter at Same Person Radio that you can follow. I'm at Governor93. He's at Leviathan426. That is Justin. He's at Tony Brown. There he is, right there. On Twitter. Find us all on Facebook. If you don't know our names by now, you should probably re-listen to all the podcasts.
Brandon is a ghost. You could never find him. He's dead.
He's a nomad.
He doesn't exist. He's just a voice we make up and put out, and we put a weird video that we have recorded.
Right.
I mean, apparently I have Twitter and Instagram, but I never used them.
Yeah. That is
I didn't even know I had Instagram, actually. I completely forgot.
Branden still has the egg as his Twitter picture, so that's how new he is. So, but again, thanks for listening. Are we doing an audio version of this too?
Yeah, I'll probably edit this. Yeah.
Okay, tomorrow, whatever. So Podbean, iTunes, whatever it is you listen to on audio. You probably want to watch the video because it's pretty hilarious. I'm wearing a Pikachu hat, if you haven't noticed. So
if you haven't noticed,
anything else, guys, that you guys have?
I hope everybody does well, because
Yeah.
if all of them do well, we all do well.
Right.
yeah.
Right.
That's the thing is I don't want to see people going online being like Sony won, Xbox won. No. And I know this is the cheesiest shit, and people always say this.
We
Gamers
won.
We win.
We
Because
won.
When
Right.
game companies compete and they have to strive to be better than each other, they have to make more better stuff. So it's always good for everyone.
Competition makes creativity.
And me and Justin knows what happened when WCW went out of business.
I
Still
know.
paying for it now.
Dang, you are still paying for it now.
Roman Reigns, goddamn you!
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy. All right, we need to get out of here.
I'm not the podcast, or we're not the pod. We're not a bad
I'm not a good
podcast.
podcast.
We're not a good podcast. We're the podcast.
We're just the podcast.
You know what? That's our new intro from now on.
Delete. All right. Bye.
Bye.
Bye. I gotta go run.